It's an old school City of Oaks showdown as Broughton takes on Millbrook tonight. It is our Honda dealers of the Carolinas Friday night rivals presented by Talk It Out NC. Hi everybody, Patrick Johnson along with Jay Sonhalter. We welcome you into North Raleigh here tonight. For the Broughton Caps, a change in quarterback. They're not going to be shifting and going between two. A set quarterback tonight with Wade Warren. That might jumpstart him.
Patrick, I think it can. He got all the reps in practice this week. Chris Dawson was really pleased with his development tonight. They've got to move the chains and be consistent.
We are going to highlight the great receiver coming up in just a bit for this Millbrook Wildcat team, but they're a lot more than just one player.
Well, they're led by their defense. Chris Bunning, the defensive coordinator, has stars on the outside with their outside linebackers rushing the passer, but their defensive line is physical, and they create turnovers at a high level.
All right, the Sunny Stars to watch. Who's in your spotlight?
For Broughton, Reginald Jarrett, the star defensive lineman. He's going to play linebacker as well tonight. He's very versatile. He can rush the quarterback, and major colleges are starting to recruit him. Wesley Grimes from Millbrook. He's got the it factor. On Tuesday, he committed to Dave Clausen in the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. The size, 6'3", the speed, 4'4", and then the hand-eye coordination. He makes tough catches in traffic.
Here are the keys to the game.
For Broughton, they've got to take what the defense gives them, take the easy routes underneath, and then tackling, especially on the back end. Millbrook wants to win up front. They've got to get leverage and push the line of scrimmage, and then winning the turnover battle and protecting the football is going to be so important tonight, and Clarence Inscore has really been focusing on that this week with his team.
Wildcats are off to the 3-0 start. Our Marilyn Payne has a reason as to why.
This Millbrook team went 5-3 in the spring. Clarence Inscore said it was a really tough battle because you didn't know what you were going to see from day to day. Mentally, his program was in a place where they often didn't have clarity on whether or not they would even play that week. So he felt that when the spring season ended, they really needed a hard reset. He told his guys, take June off. You deserve it. We'll pick things up on July 4th. They did exactly that, and Inscore has seen that approach to the summer pay dividends this fall. He said as soon as he got his guys back, he got 100% on day one, and that's helped them get to this 3-0 start. We'll see if the Millbrook Wildcats can improve to 4-0 tonight against Broughton. Stay with us here on Friday Night Rivals. We'll be right back.
Wake up with Hardee's. You can have candy for breakfast.
Wait, what?
Because you are an adult.
Sure am. New $3 French toast dips. Sweeten up your morning at Hardee's.
Who's gonna tell you no?
Order ahead online.
Jacob, the type of child that was not outspoken at all. Before in pre-K, he was shut down. His teacher helped him a lot. Now he's raising his hand, answering questions.
When people think about schools, they tend to think about just the teachers. We have so many people behind the scenes to make the schools safe, to make our students happy and healthy. I'm happy that the North Carolina Education Lottery funds help pay for our support staff.
My child can go to an awesome program for free, and that's a big relief.
On the inside, a Honda SUV is comfortable, spacious, and peaceful. But on the outside, a Honda SUV is rugged, capable, and ready for any kind of adventure. Inside, outside. Now at your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
On the inside, a Honda SUV is comfortable and loaded with technology. But on the outside, a Honda SUV is rugged and built to take on any kind of road. Inside, outside. Find your adventure-ready Pilot or Passport now at your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
We develop quality citizens who keep our core, our country, and our communities side by side on the winning side. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Wake up with Hardee's.
$2 sausage biscuit, $4 breakfast platter. But wait, new $3 French toast dips make the most important meal of the day more fun. Hardee's new $3 French toast dips, the sweet one on the 2-3 more breakfast menu. Order ahead online.
Millbrook won the coin toss. They've deferred to the second half. Broughton will have the ball to start. And a thank you to the United States Marine Corps for sponsoring tonight's coin toss. The few, the proud, the Marines. Contact your local recruiter today. Patrick Johnson, Jay Sonhalter, Marilyn Payne. Sunny on this eve of the 20th anniversary commemorating the heinous 9/11 attacks. Great to have the Marine Corps on hand and Right before the game with the national anthem, first responders unfurling a flag on the field. It was quite a poignant moment.
It is. You saw the players carrying American flags out of the tunnel there, so everybody remembering the terrible occurrences of what happened 20 years ago.
Angel Gomez Camara, he's a call-up from the JVs. He's getting ready to kick the football off. McCallum Wright and Damian Ford, both averaging over 20 yards a return among the 4 possible kick returners tonight. So Millbrook to kick off as these two rivals meet. And they're squaring off for the 54th time all time here tonight. Millbrook has won 7 of 8 in the series. That will sail into the end zone, and it will be a touchback, so no opportunity there for the recently returned Damian Ford. Broughton, a banged up bunch. The Caps are without Charles Burgess, their quarterback who's got most of the snaps this year. He's out with a back injury. There was a scratch right before the game. Wade Warren, who comes in. They list him at 5'11". Coach Chris Dawson says, well, he's more like 5'8", but he's got great pedigree.
Well, he does. He's got a great feel in the pocket. He knows when to stand in tough and also when to get outside and use his legs.
His dad also played on the '83 NC State National Championship team. So he'll get it out of the shotgun and will zing it downfield. It's broken up at the 30. And a nice job to jump in and knock it away for Xavier Pugh, a late addition to the starting lineup. There's a look at the junior, Wade Warren, 8 of 17 with 3 picks last week against Heritage. And it'll bring up second down for the Caps here. It's been a problem completing the simple throws and keeping drives going. They like to throw the football. So second and 10 with a couple receivers bottom of the screen, actually 3 bottom of the screen. Over the middle and too tall. Incomplete. They wanted to get the football to the tight end, Jack Ryan, the senior. And let's take a look at the Broughton lineup for you here for Talk It Out NC. Tonight's Talk It Out NC starting lineups. Warren, the starting quarterback. Manning has been a very impressive receiver. And they'll have to get this receiving core involved. The offensive line, perhaps one of the strengths of Broughton, they will have to be tonight. Talk It Out NC starting lineup. We'll take a look at the Millbrook defense after this 3rd and long play. And Warren a little ahead of his receiver there. Wanted the senior Ford. Let's look at the defense. Jay, this is a tremendous unit.
Yeah, David Santiago, Cooper Rutledge, 2 outside linebackers, bring a lot of heat on the outside, and it's a veteran secondary led by Jalen Donaldson.
So our first punt of the ball game, Will Joshua, JV call-up himself, handling punting duties for Broughton here tonight. So Jay, a quick 3 and out. It was almost blocked. And it'll bounce and take a favorable roll for the Caps. The Wildcats will start with pretty good field position just inside their own 45-yard line. But Jay, just a few precious seconds off that clock there. They really have not run the ball very well at all. In fact, negative yards in each of the last 2 games for Broughton. They've left their opponents a lot of time to deal with on the clock, and that's what we've got here for this 3-0 Wildcat offense that comes out led by Mason Fortune, the quarterback.
We saw Wesley Grimes there, number 1. He commands double teams, and he creates so many opportunities for Jalen Donaldson in the running game. But this is a strong wide receiving group as well.
Fortune, the sophomore, on his first pass, swings it out. Here's Nathan Leacock. Some good pedigree in his DNA as well, as he takes it for a big hitter, a first down, and that comes for our friends at Hall Insurance Company, providing quality insurance products to our senior community.
Well, here's Leacock, 4.3 speed, and you see it right here. Make one man miss, and a dash down the sideline, explosive play, and just an easy swing route to get Fortune into the flow of the ballgame.
Pickup of over 20 yards there on first down. So from the 32, Millbrook already moving the change in offense with their great running back Donaldson up the middle. He'll scamper ahead, takes it near the red zone on a 1st and 10 handoff. Here's a look at our starting lineups tonight. We told you about Fortune. We just saw Leacock get involved, but Wesley Grimes is the guy to watch.
And he's so good on his route running, but with his height, 6'3", those long arms, he can be double teamed. He can be in a crowd and still come down with it.
So another first down for Hall Insurance Company. Fortune, pass out in the flats. It's caught by McClary, and McClary has a first down as he negotiates his way 11 yards down to the 10. A first down for the Hall Insurance Group, providing quality insurance products to our senior community and the Millbrook Wildcats in the CPI red zone. Let's look at the Broughton defense. A little bit on the struggle bus right now. A banged up unit. Their strength is up front.
Yeah, their defensive line's been outstanding all season long. Reginald Jarrett, we'll see him playing linebacker as well. They've gotten pressure on the quarterbacks this season, but it's the tackling. That's what they've got to do better at tonight, wrapping up and swarming in packs.
Big collision. Donaldson on contact, yards after contact, I should say, able to gain a couple of more down to the 6. And there's a look at Clarence Inscore, his 21st year, the Millbrook alum. A couple of alumni for these respective institutions squaring off here tonight. Clarence Inbrook in search of his 149th win at Millbrook here tonight. End around, Leacock crashes in. Leacock for the touchdown. Give him 6. A drive that took less than 90 seconds. And that's a Wake Tech touchdown for Leacock, and Millbrook lead the way at Wake Tech.
Now, Leacock secured a scholarship offer from Dave Dorn, NC State Wolfpack this summer. Main reason was his speed. He was a big reason why on that opening drive they scored a touchdown with 2 explosive plays. Just has a nose for the end zone. Good job diving in.
Grayson Smalley, who struggled a little bit on point after he's booting it through. 7-zip Millbrook. An impressive first drive for the Wild.
And for the table. Enjoy.
Get it! Peanut butter! You can do it. Come on. These days, a lot of things seem to be getting smaller, so we're going bigger. Bigger Spin. New scratch-offs with even bigger prizes, like a chance at a live spin of the Bigger Spin wheel for $2 million. That's not just bigger, that's huge.
We all wear multiple hats. A different hat for every job. At Wake Tech, we have multiple hats too. From welding, to construction management, to baking, to public safety. Wake Tech can help you determine which hat fits you best. Visit Wake Tech online or in person and try one on for size. Wake Tech. Success starts here.
Millbrook with a 7-0 lead. Friday night rivals here in Raleigh tonight. A couple of familiar foes taking on one another. Chris Bunning's defensive unit tonight. He wanted them to come out with their hair on fire. He feels like they certainly perhaps have the superior talent, but when you have a rivalry like this, Jay, you never know.
Yeah, and with his group, they're playing zone coverage on that first drive. They got pressure with their front 4. Everybody else set in coverage, and they did a nice job kind of filling the gaps, made it tough on the Broughton offense.
So another kickoff here. This is for Open Door, our kickoffs throughout the season. The new way to sell your home, Open Door. This time a return, and scooting out across the 25-yard line for the Capitals. It was Damian Ford. His 7th kickoff return. He came in averaging 20 yards a return, the long of 36 this year. Broughton offense, again, in case you're just joining us, without Chris Burgess. He's the senior. He's taken the majority of the snaps this year. Wade Warren going the way tonight. And there's a look at Chris Dawson, the all-time passing leader for Broughton Caps football in his 6th season as the head coach. 1-4 against Millbrook. He kind of felt like Warren getting the majority of the snaps this week and maybe playing the whole game rather than rotating quarterbacks might help build him up a little bit and maybe win him the job. Well, so far, Warren 0 for here tonight. We mentioned 3 picks last week against Heritage, who absolutely steamrolled this Broughton team, 61-12. In fact, each of the last 2 weeks, the Capitals have surrendered 61 points. So 2nd down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Ryan, the tight end, in motion. And for the first time in 6 plays, they'll run the football. They are without Darian Richardson, their best running back. He's not played this year. That's the freshman Latrell Brown. They have high hopes for this young man.
Yeah, he's impressive physically. You see number 42 right there. He's made a big contribution here in his first season. Another 3rd and long coming up for the Capitals. Now, the key for them on the offensive end is you've got to have balance, but also your best 2 wide receivers are McCallum Wright, starting to receive a lot of recruiting attention, 6'3" on the outside, and then Damian Ford. He's excellent in the slot. So those are the 2 guys I've got to look for on 3rd down.
Sonny, they are just 2 out of their last 26 3rd down conversions over the last now 2+ games. Here's a throw on the run. Warren running for his life, overshot McCallum Wright by a plenty. Good pressure being put on as they brought some pressure from the secondary. That's Jalen Donaldson, a 2-way player for the Millbrook Wildcats. 6th man on the basketball team.
He was great on the basketball court, and they're coming up from his safety position. He's the one that brought the heat. And going to McCallum Wright, that's who you want to look forward to on 3rd down in double coverage. Still, that ball just sailed a little bit too high, but the Capitals, again, Patrick, they've got to find some balance in the running game.
Sophomore Will Joshi. For good measure, goes through the routine, but we have our first penalty marker of the game here tonight. Procedure. And I guess encroachment, the appropriate call against the Wildcats. All this does is maybe improve the position to kick the football. Or did he point the wrong way? Looks like he may have pointed in the wrong direction, Jay. So it is against the Capitals. Backs him up 5. Joshi. Short punt. It hit a Millbrook Wildcat. Broughton had it and then lost it. It's going to be picked up by Millbrook. Good hustle by Ian Rembert.
Yeah, that ball was nicked right here. We'll see as Donaldson comes up. It didn't hit him. It hit the guy trying to block for him. It looked like that was Daniel Stein just blocking, and then a good job just being aware of it. Rembert jumping on the ball. That could have been catastrophe for the Wildcats.
That just shows you the type of luck that Needham Broughton has had this year, Jay. There was an opportunity to pick the ball up in great field position, and they were just slow to dive on the pigskin there, and now really good field position. What could have been disastrous for the 3-0 Wildcats. Donaldson hit in the backfield, wrapped up, driven down, and that is Reginald Jarrett, the 6'2", 215-pound senior.
Look at number 2 here, just shoot the gap, unblocked. And he's had such a good senior season. Millbrook up front, you got to put a hat on number 2. He's the guy, when Chris Dawson talked about his play, he was just glowing about his speed, his power, and how he's got a knack to get into the backfield.
They'll move him to linebacker. They'll play him at defensive end, going with a 3-man front here. And Donaldson gets smacked from behind after a short gain. And wrapping him up, George Dale, another senior, 5'9", 245-pound senior spark plug. Jay, we weren't kidding when we said the Capitals are stout up front.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, look at Dale right there, being relentless. 245 pounds, and there you see the power just shoving his man and coming back and making the tackle.
Well, they're trying to do their part here after Millbrook carved them up on the Wildcat opening drive. First 3rd down tonight for the Wildcats, who are 48% on 3rd down this season. They'll complete it out in the flats. Out of the backfield, it's Donaldson. He picked up 4, and now it'll be 4th down. And Jay, for only the 7th time this year, if they decide to do this, Millbrook would punt, and they're going to. Now, they have a punter. Perhaps you've heard of him, Wesley Grimes. And Jay, it's interesting. There are even some colleges at the D2 level that are going to putting athletes at punters. They're not necessarily going to get a traditional punter. They might find somebody who punted in high school and play them back there. And that's what Millbrook does, obviously, with Grimes. It helps to have an athlete back there.
Well, he's got a strong leg, but the threat of the fake punt with him catching this ball and running to the outside, the Capitals have to be in punt safe and really be sure that this ball is kicked because of the athleticism.
Let's see if McCallum Wright, you see him in the background there, can make something happen with this return. He's going to call a fair catch, and he makes the grab at the 5-yard line. Nice punt, really sensational job by Wesley Grimes there to pin Broughton deep. A timeout will return. More of our Friday night rivals straight ahead.
College is very expensive. When I found out I had the North Carolina Education Lottery Scholarship, I was overjoyed. I knew that this scholarship would help me to continue my dream of my education.
Better we can provide education for our future generations, better the future will be. We are so blessed to have this new school. The funds that we received from the North Carolina Education Lottery were a huge part of that.
A college education means pretty much everything to me. You know, I can do this.
On the inside, a Honda SUV is comfortable, spacious, and peaceful. But on the outside, a Honda SUV is rugged, capable, and ready for any kind of adventure. Inside, outside. Now at your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
On the inside, a Honda SUV is comfortable and loaded with technology. But on the outside, a Honda SUV is rugged and built to take on any kind of road. Inside, outside. Find your adventure-ready Pilot or Passport now at your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
Let's now send it to an interview earlier with the third member of our broadcast team, Marilyn Payne, with Wake Tech's Allie Persall. Marilyn?
Patrick, thanks so much. I'm here with Allie Persall, Wake Tech's Recruitment and Outreach Officer here at Millbrook High School. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight on Friday Night Rivals. What are you doing with the Wake Tech school to engage with this Millbrook community and get students involved in what you have to offer?
Yeah, so there's a lot of opportunities at Wake Tech. We have over 200 degree programs. We also have a lot of high school college enrollment, dual enrollment opportunities, so students can take free community college classes while they're still in high school. And we also offer a co-admission program, so lots of different universities in the UNC system. So Wake Tech students can actually be dual enrolled in both of those programs, and then upon completion of their associate's degree, receive guaranteed admission into one of those schools.
So it's a pretty big deal if you're a high school student to take advantage of these class offerings this early in your life. What can students do or parents do who are hearing this and they're really interested in taking advantage of these opportunities?
Yeah, so if you're interested in being a Wake Tech student, you can apply at apply.waketech.edu, and we look forward to seeing you as an Eagle.
Allie, thanks so much for taking the time to explain this all to us and to the Millbrook community. Patrick, back to you in the booth.
We appreciate it very much. Meantime, Wade Warren completing his first pass of the game, a 7-yarder. Jay, they moved the pocket. Pretty good strike.
Good job to elude the pass rush. The offensive line protected up front.
Stay on the ground, the bruiser Brown, and he will forge his way ahead. He picks up a first down off the right side. They're moving the football there.
Here's the balance. I mean, this is what Broughton has to do. Jack Ryan, the tight end, nice block out to the outside. McCallum Wright also clearing a path. The first down of the game for the Capitals.
It's for Hall Insurance Company, providing quality insurance products to our senior community. Hall Insurance Company. Ball out just past the 15. We're the midway point of this first quarter. Broughton and Millbrook here tonight. Low snap, in trouble, and the ball is fumbled. Going to be picked up by Millbrook. Broughton -2 this year on the turnover margin.
David Santiago, I think one of the best outside linebackers in the state. Last year as a sophomore, he created havoc in the backfield, bigger and stronger this fall. He just went for the ball, stripped it away. This defense has been known for turnovers early on in the season, again coming up with a big play.
In the CPI security red zone right now, Marilyn Payne has more on what's going on downfield side. Maryland.
Center William Santos Spago had a really good eye for what George Dale did the last time Broughton's defense stepped out on this field and shut this Millbrook offense down. And he just said, I've got to communicate that better to you guys. Talking to his teammates, specifically left tackle Cyril Rhodes, they are trying to get a better understanding of the way George Dale and, of course, Reggie Jarrett are so impressive up front. And they felt pretty confident as soon as they jogged right back out there that they were going to get something more out of this offensive drive.
Thanks a lot, Maryland. It's a second and goal situation after the Capitals turnover. Fortune for the end zone, caught! 6 for Grimes, touchdown, Millbrook. And that's a Wake Tech score for you here. Lead the way at Wake Tech.
This is a beautiful pass by Fortune, back shoulder. This offensive line protecting up front. Plenty of time for Fortune to look across the field, started off down the middle and then went back to Grimes. And good job there throwing it away from the defender where only Grimes could catch it.
Fortune, his 10th touchdown delivery of the season, no picks. For Grimes, his 6th touchdown reception. He has 50% of his team's catches coming in. And it is Smalley knocking through the extra point. So 14-zip Millbrook. Maryland mentioned earlier, they were 5-3 in the spring. And they beat the Broughton Capitals on the regular season finale. So these two teams playing each other for the second time in the last 5 games, Jay. Grimes feasting there.
Yeah, I mean, again, that throw, perfect accuracy, throwing it to the outside shoulder away from the defender. And this offense, with the running game with Donaldson and then the passing ability of Fortune, has gotten so much better here in the first couple of games. You got Grimes to the outside, so many weapons. They're a tough bunch to cover.
We'll get more into this as the night goes on, but Grimes, of course, committing to Wake Forest on Tuesday. Had a lot of ACC offers and courted them all. An SEC offer in there as well. He had some teams that really came on strong, but it's a big pickup for the Demon Deacons.
And their program's been so consistent with Dave Clawson. You look at what Jim Grove did about a decade ago, and Wake Forest continuing to recruit at a high level, and Grimes is a big get with them coming into Raleigh and getting him away from NC State and UNC.
The open door kickoff returned by Broughton from the 10-yard line. A return of 13 yards for the Caps. Open door, the new way to sell your home. Tackle made on special teams. Saw Miles Thomas there. Well, the Capitals started to get something going, but a bad snap by Santos Spago, the senior center, put the Capitals in peril. So let's see what they do now. They have a little more breathing room to start this drive. Plenty of time this time. Now he's chased from the pocket. Some good escapability, complete to the 40, and a nice sidestep to keep it going is McCollum Wright out near midfield. And that is a Hall Insurance Group first down. Hall Insurance Group providing quality products to our senior community.
Well, this is a heck of a job by the offensive line. Look at Warren, the time he had. Then he eludes the pass rush. He's going to take a shot here. But McCallum Wright, with his size, 6'2", and athleticism, he's a star in the basketball team. He can do a 360 dunk. He's what you're looking for in a college prospect. Only a junior. He's starting to receive a lot of college recruiting attention. Duke is after him, but he's got all the skills that you look for.
6'2", 185. There's a hole for Brown, who will make his way through. And they get into Millbrook territory down to the 46-yard line. I don't think Brown expected the hole to be quite so wide open.
And with him, with his power, he's a guy that is going to have so much development in the next 4 years. But you look at the body on him, already powerful, impressive stature, and he's going to be so important for this offense throughout this season. We talked about the balance. He's the guy that's got to lead the way in the running game.
With a pickup of 6, second down short. Warren keeps. Warren slides out of bounds. Pressure. He pulled it down a little quickly, but Xavier Pugh ushered him out along that far sideline.
The tackles for the Capitals. Nice job holding up. This pass rush from Millbrook is really good, and they're able to hold up long enough to allow him to get outside the pocket.
You see 53, that's Chase Taborn on the left. On the right is Ian Napier. Taborn, the senior, 6'3", 265. Napier, a junior. Gain of 2, third and a long 2 upcoming here. Broughton just 10% on third down through 3 games this year. Warren. Hit, don't think he made it. Second effort, he tried, but he got wrapped up. Ian Rimbert, inside linebacker, sticking the pads in the ribs of the junior QB.
So they're looking at Damian Ford, and Cooper Rutledge was sitting in pass coverage. Then Warren took off, but it was the team speed of this defense. Just relentless coming up and making the tackle.
They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
I like the call. Be aggressive. You're down by 14. Nothing to lose. Your offense is getting a drive going here. They want to continue momentum.
I think you got to go to Brown here or something quick in the flats. Brown, tight end blocked for him, and he'll make it to the 40-yard line. A well-executed play there. Dave Brunner, who was Dawson's father-in-law back in his familiar surroundings. He coached Broughton for 15 seasons. Now back as his second year as the offensive coordinator. He drew up a beauty here for a Hall Insurance Company first down.
I like the play call. You spread out the defense and then power football up the middle. Smash mouth. Let your freshman running back, Latrell Brown, go ahead and do the dirty work.
Oh, no. It'll be a false start. I think they got Ryan perhaps lunging just a little bit ahead of the play. Jay, apparently that was not the 4th down conversion, but while we were in the course of the replay, they lined up to go hurry up and jump a little early. So 1st and 15, Warren over the middle, and it's out of the reach of the receiver dragging across the formation.
I like the play design there. Damian Ford was coming across the motion, and then he went on a shallow drag, just a little bit too high. But right now, Broughton continue to mix up their play calling with the run and the pass, trying to get these short, accurate passes. They just haven't found the ability to get the consistency.
Manning Lasso, the junior, who comes up with 7 catches, bottom of your screen. So they try to get him involved here. 2nd and 15. As we are ticking down to the 2-minute mark here in the opening quarter. Ford in motion. Warren rolling to his right. Plenty of time. Gonna try to dart out of bounds, but was held up and then was able to get a foot on the sideline. Jay, it doesn't seem like he's really going through his progressions as much as you'd like to see. Maybe some jitters.
Well, they're rolling him out here and just trying to find an open man. The secondary from Millbrook is spot on the wide receivers, and they're just kind of running out of room with the sideline. But again, this is forcing another 3rd down coming up, 3rd and long. You got to be careful here. I'd look for here to be a good place for a screen call, a short pass. Try to get the ball out of Warren's hands quickly.
Twins to either side. Go to the right side. Nice catch made by Wright. Wright apparently stepped out of bounds. Pickup of 3, maybe 4 yards. So 4th down and long.
Kind of in no man's land here. Do you punt it and try to pin the Wildcats back, or do you again be aggressive here on 4th and long and try to convert? Looks like they're going to stay out on the field.
Wildcats have scored the football quite easily tonight, so Broughton going to take a crack at it here on 4th and a dozen. Warren throws, caught, first down the sideline, and that's the aforementioned Lasso.
And you called it. Getting Lasso involved in the game plan here. His first catch of the ball game with his height. You see Warren here just scrolling the defense, looking up the middle and then rolling out to the opposite side. And look at that wingspan. Lasso calling for the ball. A nice ball over the top in stride for the first down.
Jalen Bowen defending him for Millbrook. Now they're in the CPI red zone for the first time in this game. CPI protecting the Southeast for more than 25 years. Broughton with an impressive drive. They've overcome a couple of key 4th and longs, or 4th and short and 4th and long, I should say, and some nice wheels by Warren to take it to the 10.
I like what Warren did there. We've seen him kind of roll out, but look to throw the ball there. He was looking to throw, and then immediately when North and South will see him, look, eyes up, and then boom, right here, he turned the corner and went upfield for positive yardage.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 3rd. Jay, when you get that good gainer, that play menu becomes a lot more appealing to an offensive coordinator.
It does, and I know you're in field goal territory here if you don't pick it up on 3rd down, but I think this is 4-down territory for the Capitals. A good start on 1st down.
Warren now rolling out to his left. Keeps, got crushed back at the 15. Couple defenders were there, and again, Ian Rembert leading the way.
Rembert's been flying all over the field. A couple tackles for loss. We'll see number 40 coming up from his linebacker position. Again, the relentless speed. Just tracking down Warren Rutledge over there as well.
So we're nearing 30 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. A loss of 4 back to the 14. Receivers bunch. They're going to motion Brown away. Warren slings it across. Tough catch made at the 10. No, unable to hang on his Lasso, or did they say he did and he dropped the ball when he hit the turf? Thought for a second they're going to rule it incomplete. Lasso made a tough catch in traffic.
Full sprint. We'll see Warren here tracking down by Rembert. There's the ball. Let's see possession. Yep, that's a catch.
So Broughton, when we return, will try to keep the drive alive. 14-zip Millbrook, but the Caps trying to crash this party.
The city.
July in New York, the killing gets easy.
The suspects.
Here, let me help you focus. We're gonna get you.
The cases.
Second shot is a message.
Every crime has a story.
I did it!
Justice is in order.
Drop that gun!
Law and Order: Criminal Intent.
This is a show where every word counts. Wild dog.
Weeknights at 11 on MyRDC 28.
And for the table. Enjoy.
Get it, Butters. You can do it. Come on. These days, a lot of things seem to be getting smaller, so we're going bigger. Bigger Spin. New scratch-offs with even bigger prizes, like a chance at a live spin of the Bigger Spin wheel for $2 million. That's not just bigger, that's huge.
The Rooms to Go Labor Day mattress sale has been extended. Now through Monday, get a king-size mattress for the price of a queen mattress, starting at just $777. In your choice of 3 great brands, Sealy, Serta, and Therapeutic. And check out all of our other great mattress buys throughout the store, like these special purchase Beauty Rest Legend mattress closeouts. You save over $1,000. But hurry, the Rooms to Go Labor Day mattress sale is extended through Monday. Don't miss it.
We do know that COVID is a very inflammatory disease. We know that there's some inflammation that you will experience from the shot as your body builds immunity after the vaccine, but the level of inflammation that most people get, including children, from COVID is much, much greater than the shot itself.
The vaccines are
much, much, much better for you than actually catching a case of COVID.
Everyone from teens to seniors can get a COVID-19 vaccine. Visit myspot.nc.gov. Sponsored by NCDHHS.
Before we start the second quarter, Marilyn Payne with an update.
Millbrook defensive coordinator Chris Bunting's message to his defense at the break is pretty simple. You guys are all over the place, he says, and none of it's right. You need to focus on where you're supposed to be.
Throw, end zone, caught! Broughton with the touchdown. And Coach Bunting won't be happy with that. Manning Lasso, his third reception of the year for a score. And the second pass from Wade Warren getting the start here tonight.
I really like the response of Broughton. Down 14-0, come back with an impressive drive, a couple of fourth down pickups. And then Lasso on a skinny post here splits the defense. Wide open, perfect throw by Warren in stride.
Joshy will get set to attempt the extra point. Jay, that was their third fourth down conversion on this drive.
Warren rolled out of the pocket, found the open man throughout that drive. And this offense starting to gain confidence. They had more balance on the ground. There's a lot of talent on this Broughton team. They faced a tough schedule practice the first couple weeks here. You know, it doesn't get any easier, but this is a group that's beginning to develop and really start to gain and gel together.
Jay, they're going to have to burn a timeout on the extra point. And actually, it's going to be a delay of game. So will that change things for Joshy here? I don't think so. Out of the hold of Warren here. Up and through. So Broughton with an impressive drive to cut the lead in half. Capitals looking for that first win. They felt like they let the opener slip through their grasp against Greeno and then had two tough outings, New Bern and Heritage. They're in a stretch of their first 5 games on the road, Jay. And that's really an unprecedented way to start the season. I mean, that's remarkable.
It's rough. I mean, at Millbrook here this week, Millbrook undefeated. So this has been a tough run for the Capitals. But again, with these injuries, with guys being out, a lot of young players, you've got some senior leaders, but this is a team starting to gel, starting to play a lot better. It's just the schedule's been so tough.
Out tonight, the senior quarterback, Charles Burgess, Darian Richardson, their best running backs, not played. Zaire Cowan Curley is out with a concussion, perhaps their best defensive lineman. And then Carl Harden, their kicker, broke his collarbone last week against Heritage, and that's why Joshy's kicking the football for him. So trying to avoid the 0-4 start, it's time for the open door kickoff following that Wake Tech touchdown. Open Door, the new way to sell your home. Joshy making sure everything is just right on a perfect evening here for football. Boots it away from the 19. 30 and out across. Nice return by Wesley Grimes. Stay tuned for the myspot.nc.gov halftime report. We'll have this week's Riddle and Brantley Scholar athletes. We'll hear from both these schools' principals, highlights, and a lot more. Don't wait to vaccinate. Find a COVID-19 vaccination location near you at myspot.nc.gov. Alongside Jay Sunhalder, I'm Patrick Johnson. Millbrook out early in this game. They'll operate here with their quarterback Fortune. He dumps it. Donaldson out of the backfield, shifting his way in at the 40, cuts it outside the numbers to the 30-yard line. That'll be a Wake Tech first down. Lead the way at Wake Tech.
Donaldson's a heck of a player. It's a little outlet here. Fortune flipping the ball out to him. And look at his damage he does on the ground. Make a guy miss, and then the power here, finishing off this run. On the defensive side, playing safety, he's all over the field. Here on the offensive side, and we know he can run through the tackles, but his ability to get out and run the route tree, provide that outlet for Fortune is huge.
So from the 31, Grimes, nice move. He got rattled. Down to the 16, it's a pickup of 15 for another Wake Tech first down as they make their way inside the CPI red zone. Lead the way at Wake Tech. Nice throw here. By the way, CPI protecting the Southeast for more than 25 years.
The way Grimes just plucks the ball out of the air, makes it look so natural.
Fortune, a pretty highly touted baseball prospect. Good arm. No motion, Leacock. Hand it off to Donaldson. Donaldson will carry it for the score. Touchdown for Donaldson. A Wake Tech touchdown. Donaldson lead the way at Wake Tech. Millbrook now making it 20-7.
This was a quick response. Donaldson, he's the difference maker in this offense. Look at the offensive line up front, blocking, clearing the path. No one's going to bring down number 2. Good job finishing into the end zone.
So the plunge from 16 yards out. Donaldson in for the 6th time. Broughton with the block. Caps playing some inspired football here on a Friday night. FRN, Honda Dealers of the Carolinas, Friday Night Rivals, presented by Talk It Out NC.
Jacob, the type of child that was not outspoken at all. Before in CPK, he was shut down. His teacher helped him a lot. Now he's raising his hand, answering questions.
When people think about schools, they tend to think about just the teachers. We have so many people behind the scenes to make the schools safe, to make our students happy and healthy. I'm happy that the North Carolina Education Lottery funds to help pay for our support staff.
My child can go to an awesome program for free, and that's a big relief.
On the inside, a Honda SUV is comfortable, spacious, and peaceful. But on the outside, a Honda SUV is rugged, capable, and ready for any kind of adventure. Inside, outside. Now at your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
On the inside, a Honda SUV is comfortable and loaded with technology. But on the outside, a Honda SUV is rugged and built to take on any kind of road. Inside, outside. Find your adventure-ready Pilot or Passport now at your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
Coming up later in tonight's broadcast, we'll be selecting the West Shore Home Player of the Game. West Shore Home, convert your old bathtub into a modern and spacious walk-in shower in just one day. So the Caps blocked the extra point. Good drive for them last time, but the defense got carved up. We're awaiting the open door kickoff here in this second quarter. The new way to sell your home, Open Door. Gomez Kamara yielding the kicking duties now to Grayson Smalley. Smalley preparing to kick the football. Great shot. Our crew's got some tremendous angles here tonight from the 13. And look at McCollum. Wright take it out. It's a nice return by Wright. And that sets up the Capitals here with very nice starting field position. There at Tyler Higgins-Hill, one of the really talented defensive linemen for Millbrook. Jay Wade Warren making the start here tonight. How would you assess his play?
Well, I think here on this last drive, he really started getting into a groove. Early on, the pass rush was getting into the pocket, but he got a little bit more comfortable. Again, I think he's just got to find Wright and Lasso, hit forward in the slot, but take those easy underneath routes, make the easy completion.
It was a 25-yard kickoff return for Wright. Warren maybe a yard on the scramble. Higgins-Hill making the stop. And Warren comes up limping. It's not a good sign if you're Coach Chris Dawson. They are beset by injuries, including Charles Burgess, who has been splitting time with Warren all year, out with a back injury. They could ill afford to have Warren leave this game, and he got absolutely crushed by Higginshill. He's throwing, has the man in stride, and it's off his hands. Oh my gracious. Damian Ford had nothing but grass ahead of him.
This was a perfect throw, and he took a hit there at the end, but that would have been a touchdown. Now Ford has been out past couple weeks with an injury as well, and huge for him to be back, but that ball, it just looked like once it hit his hands, he looked up and was looking to run and didn't bring it all the way in.
Troubled by a shoulder injury, he's kind of body slammed on a kickoff return against New Hanover. And according to the coach, and I think he might have also had some ill effects from a concussion, they're going to take a timeout, take a look at Warren. That is a first timeout burnt by the Capitals. We'll resume play-by-play activities when we return on FRN under the Friday Night Lights.
And for the table. Enjoy.
Get it! Peanut butter! You can do it. Come on. These days, a lot of things seem to be getting smaller, so we're going bigger. Bigger Spin. New scratch-offs with even bigger prizes, like a chance at a live spin of the Bigger Spin wheel for $2 million. That's not just bigger, that's huge.
You know, living Atkins for years now and having a killer sweet tooth, I've still got my candy drawer, and it's very well stocked with Atkins Indulge treats. There's plenty of my peanut butter cups, some chocolate coconut bars, peanut caramel cluster bars, and I never, ever run out of my peppermint patties. It's kind of like the day after Halloween, but without tons of sugar.
Wade Warren getting the start here tonight at quarterback for Broughton, shaken up. He does have a touchdown pass. He started 0 for his first 6, Jay, but this offense started to go a little more balanced. He's still limping around out there a little bit, so they take the timeout to check on him and have him rub a little dirt on it, shake it off. They're facing 3rd and 9 right now. Millbrook bringing pressure. Warren throws it into traffic. Would have been short of the first down. Lasso was there, but I think it was intended for Jack Ryan, make that the tight end. And now Warren's going to have to limp off. Some frustration there by Ryan. And now Chris Dawson himself, during his time at Broughton, had to split time at quarterback one season. Over to talk with his signal caller, Wade Warren, tonight, the junior.
Well, and he really felt like, with Warren getting the reps in practice, that he took a big step forward, and that's a tough sign. Senior quarterback limping over on the sideline. They need him, and hopefully he'll be okay.
Oh, bad snap. Joshy does get it away, however. It's going to take a fortuitous bounce. A little gutsy there by...
Dangerous.
Yeah. Gutsy there by Donaldson to field it. But Donaldson was so impressive in their state championship basketball run. And the penalty will be against Millbrook here. Well, that was a Millbrook team. As you look at Clarence in score there, good look at him along the sideline. His team with the 20-7 lead. He's not happy with that. It's going to be a personal foul going against his club. But Jay, you could make the argument that Donaldson was the MVP of the basketball championship.
He was. He had a lot of key buckets, but what he did on the defensive end, to be able to come in off the bench and really shut down every opponent in the playoff, he had the ability to lock them up and really create a lot of problems on the defensive end. And then last spring they played football, so as soon as he won the state championship, on Monday he was back out here on the football field practicing. So he had a big spring with the championship and then leading this football team on the rushing attack too.
2nd and 10 after Fortune loaded.
Fortune's only a sophomore, so a lot of potential we've seen from him. We'll see him here roll out of the pocket, try to set up his feet. It's a late hit.
Yep, that's the call. Going against Dale, the nose guard.
If you're Broughton, you can't have those mistakes. You cannot have the penalties, the turnovers that we saw. You know, they're in a fight right now. You look at that one opportunity that would have been a touchdown on the pass, the last drive. You know, they could be right in this ballgame, but you can't give the Wildcats these easy yards, easy opportunities with the penalties.
Ball advanced out to the 29-yard line. Here's Mason Fortune throwing out the flats. And timing not quite right there. Coach Inscore calls the plays. A little bit beside himself. Andy Forbes is the guy upstairs for him, his eye in the sky. Coach Inscore, though, going old school without the headset on the sideline, though. So it's Inscore doing it the way he has all those years. An 88 graduate of Millbrook, took over for Earl Smith in 145 games here. And he told us this week he was really unsure when he came back here in the mid-90s to interview, but as soon as he walked on campus, he knew it was the place to be again. Draw play. And Broughton a pretty good job to sniff it out. Going to bring up 3rd and long after the gain of about 3, maybe 4 for Jalen Donaldson. So let's see if this Capitals defense can get him off the field.
We talked about the strength of this defense is the defensive line. This is where the pass rush has to step up. This is going to be a passing down for Millbrook. That front four needs to get after the quarterback. Looks like a blitz may be coming.
Quick throw, caught, Grimes. Oh, tried to pitch it back. It's on the turf. Going to be recovered by Broughton. So the lateral attempt for Donaldson from Grimes mishandled, and the Capitals are in business.
A little hook and ladder right here, and the just mishandling of the ball. Donaldson tried to reach back for it, but Broughton getting that turnover they are looking for.
Malcolm Forbes, the corner, the player in their secondary they were real high on. He's a ball hawk, and he dived to recover it there.
It was a nice job keeping that right foot in bounds as well to gain possession. Now an outstanding field position opportunity for this offense.
Best starting spot for them tonight at the Millbrook 36-yard line. They're throwing for the end zone. Warren puts it in play and almost picked out of the air by Donaldson, intended for Manning Lasso. Wade Warren limping last drive. He's back out there. Marilyn Payne patrolling the sidelines for us tonight. Marilyn, what do you have?
The Broughton training staff tested out Wade Warren's left ankle strength, trying to get him to show what he can do. They taped his ankle and his foot on the outside of his cleat, and as you can see, he is right back out there. He told his head coach, yeah, I got this. He does not want to relinquish the QB job here tonight. If he has to, though, it will be Gabe Weinberg, number 15, who would go in behind him. When I asked the coaching staff about the opportunity to make that substitution, there was a lot of verbal hesitation, so expect to see Wade Warren out there as long as he can possibly go tonight.
Great job, Maryland, to scoop that one. And Warren not taking any chances, crashes to the turf with the pocket collapsing. There's a look at Chris Dawson in his 6th year. So 3rd down and long. In motion is Ryan. Wright trying to split defenders. Wright broke his leg in the season finale against these Millbrook Wildcats in the 21 spring season. And Jay, he has a little bit of a limp. He doesn't have that breakaway speed, and right there I think that's a case where he made a great move. Usually he'd have not only split the defenders but even got more yards.
Well, it's impressive he's out here and looks as good as he does because he is still recovering. But he's a guy so young, only a junior. The colleges are coming after him. But I like that play call to get the ball out, a high percentage pass, let him do some damage and make it more manageable here.
Pickup of 6, 4th and long. They're going for it again. Nothing doing. Warren sacked. Higgins Hill got back there to him. A little bit of help from Jalen Johnson. But Tyler Higgins Hill showing up big on this drive.
He's a force in the interior of this defense. Look at him just plow his way through right up the middle. And for a big guy, look at his feet. He's so athletic, long arms, and just falling into the lap of Warren.
So I'd have to imagine he's going to be a prospect that will be helping out a team at the next level.
He is. I mean, you look at his stature, his height, his power. For a tall guy, he really plays with leverage and stays low.
So they turn it over on downs. Here comes a flag. Encroachment on the Broughton D. Garrick Suggs in his 6th year. He's their defensive coordinator. Brody Ritter, the sophomore, offsides there. 1st and 5, the throw. It is dropped at the 10 by Leacock.
That's the first vertical shot we've seen Millbrook take, and Leacock has the track speed. We'll see him just blow by the secondary. Just couldn't track that ball, but that would have been a touchdown.
We've got a couple dropped here tonight, one by either side, and he had more than a step on the closest defender. Underneath, tough catch. Lido, Sonny Lido, making the reception. His 5th catch of the year. With the face covering over his face mask there. And they're going to say it's enough for a first down. How about that? So a Wake Tech first down, lead the way at Wake Tech. So many weapons in this receiving corps. So many places for Fortune to go. 1st and 10, and he'll go to his number 1 guy, number 1 in your program, number 1 in your heart if you're a Millbrook fan. Wesley Grimes, who committed to Wake Forest this week, and a flag comes flying in.
Well, and Patrick, with the depth of the wide receiver position, many times you see as the penalty comes here against Millbrook, we'll see a safety shaded over the top of Grimes. So you've got these talented wide receivers that have one-on-one opportunities. They can take advantage of that because this is a fast group, and Grimes can command so much attention. It really helps out his teammates.
I mean, you could consider Lido maybe the 4th receiver. Clary might have that designation, and that's not a slight on either young man, but this shows you what they have as far as confidence in everybody that catches the football for him to go to Lido on a key conversion play. So the ball back to midfield. Fortune, off the knee and almost intercepted. Nick Hudson out of the backfield. Slipped out of his hands, off of his knee, and it was nearly a pickoff for McAllen.
This ball ricochet.
McAllen, who's playing with that cast on his right hand. Last week the cast split, and it was poking him. So over the weekend, he just ripped it off. The trainer was furious at him.
He said, enough of this. You can see it's back on there. It's so tough playing through pain, especially when you've got a club on your hand.
Fortune scrambling for a first down, out of bounds at the 39. A scamper of 11, and a Wake Tech first down, lead the way at Wake Tech.
That's an underrated part of his game, is the ability to recognize the coverage, You don't see anybody open and then get outside the pocket. With his speed, he can create a lot of damage on the ground. It looks like he's going to be a little bit short here, but still getting outside and making it more manageable really helps out this offense.
Misspoke. Needs 5 more to go there. But he got back 10 of the 15, so now 3rd and short. Nice catch, spinning free. McClary out near the sticks. So we'll wait and see what happens here on the first down.
McClary here, the hitch route. See, as soon as he caught that ball, he immediately drop step and get what he could. It's exactly how you want to do if you're a wide receiver. Catch it, don't go sideways. Go north and south. And he powered through that tackler to get enough.
That is a Wake Tech first down. Lead the way at Wake Tech. Jack Chappell in on the stop. Not enough to prevent the chains from moving, though. Here's Donaldson again. Runs into his own lineman, but pinballs his way for a healthy pickup, and that'll move the chains. Wake Tech first down for Donaldson. Lead the way at Wake Tech. He's already got a touchdown on the ground tonight. And the football will be spotted at the 23.
And as a running back, a huge key to your success is your patience. You see Donaldson on these draw plays, counters, he really waits for the blockers up front to set up their blocks, and then he can attack the hole.
Donaldson, left side. Tries it, gets it inside the CPI security red zone. Protecting the Southeast for more than 25 years, CPI. Fortune plays well ahead of his years.
He's already a good player, but just think about his development in the next couple of years. Millbrook's had some really good quarterbacks in their history, and he's a guy playing baseball as well, a dual sport athlete, so much talent.
Fortune 6'2", 185, and has a frame that he can put muscle on. Undoubtedly going to keep it himself, and he'll scamper out of bounds, set up a fresh set of downs and a goal-to-go situation.
Really good decision here on the zone read. You got Donaldson that's been hot in the backfield. The defensive ends crash down on him. See here, there's the fake. Everybody goes down the line of scrimmage and allows the alley to be wide open for Fortune.
Sonny, we're starting to see, I think, Needham Broughton's defense tire a little bit, as that's another Wake Tech first down.
Well, Millbrook's been able to maintain drives, keeping this defense out on the field here, and they're winning the time of possession battle so far in the first half.
Broughton has had their chances in this game, could not take advantage of a Millbrook turnover, and they almost got an interception there. That one in and out of the hands of Malcolm Forbes, who was vying for his second pick of the season.
He's got really good size for a defense back. 6'1". We'll see him here jumping this passing lane. So close. Going 1-on-1 against Grimes. This is a tough battle tonight, and he's done a nice job.
Well, we were told this week by the Broughton coaching staff, he's their best cover guy.
Yeah, he's been the guy who says, hey, go cover number one. He's been lined up on him throughout the ball game, left, right side. He's right in front of Grimes. He's been holding up. We'll see him here running across the field, number 21, to line up against Grimes.
They go the other way, though, with Leacock trying to kick it out of the 10. Good pursuit by the Capitals. Hard hat comes off. Leacock will have to leave the game. Just flowing down that line of scrimmage, the defense running to the football.
They're playing hard. We'll see him here. A little misdirection. And we'll look at the hats for the Capitals. 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders running over there, and then finally that helmet just flying off.
Chappell is a lot bigger than your normal defensive back. He's the other corner, but he runs really well.
6'3" senior. Got that length that you look for in the secondary.
Third down here. Fortune for the end zone, incomplete. And we have a penalty marker.
Well, there's a miscommunication on the right side of the Millbrook offensive line. Allowed 2 rushers for the Capitals in the backfield, but then they couldn't hold up.
think they're going to say that was roughing the passer, Jay, there. Bishop Branch, their nickel, flag for the penalty there. That, I understand wanting to protect the quarterback, but that seemed like he got there in plenty of time.
Yeah, it looked pretty quick right after that ball was thrown.
So a fresh set of downs, 1st and goal on the Wake Tech first down. Donaldson spinning, scoring. So in for the touchdown, a Wake Tech touchdown for Millbrook's Jalen Donaldson. Second time tonight he's taken it to pay dirt, lead the way at Wake Tech.
Donaldson now 7 touchdowns on the season. Look at this move right here, spin move, the power with the stiff arm. Again, he's just got a nose for the end zone. You see the speed, you see the agility as well, but his vision is top tier.
So another block by the Capitals, showing up on special teams. And it is now a 26-7 game. Scorigami time here with 4 minutes, 17 seconds before the half. Well, a little earlier, Marilyn Payne a little earlier talking to the COVID-19 Teen Advisory Board. Let's send it to that interview right now.
I'm excited now to be joined by 3 students from Wake County's COVID-19 Student Advisory Council. Thanks to all 3 of you for joining me now. I'm going to have you each introduce yourselves and let me know where you go to school here in Wake County.
Hi, my name's Ariel Goulding. I go to Broughton High School.
My name is Sean McCallan, and I go to Broughton High School.
And how about you?
I'm Marcia, and I go to Apex High School.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks for being with me. Ariel, what right now are the Wake County COVID-19 numbers?
Well, right now, thousands of teenagers in Wake County have COVID-19 with over 4,000 new cases just this week. There's a big bump in vaccinations leading up to the start of the school year. Right now, 59% of teenagers are fully vaccinated, and we'd like to get that number up to 70%.
Okay, so we've got about 13% jump to make there. In order to help make that happen, where can we direct teenagers who want to get vaccinated right now?
So Wake County has open clinics, open Monday through Saturday. Anytime you can visit wakegov.com/vaccine.
Well, that's good info. Again, 59% of current Wake County's teens are vaccinated, trying to get that number up to 75% or thereabouts. These are the ways you can get that done. Patrick, back to you in the booth.
Appreciate it, Marilyn. Thank you. So Broughton will try to come back. Their special teams playing some inspired football to lead them. And Wade Warren roughed up tonight, already with the touchdown pass. Fires that one incomplete. Jay, do you think the Capitals need to score here?
Well, I think they've got to get some momentum here and, yeah, definitely score. I mean, they're going to have to keep pace with Millbrook, and they can't afford to give the ball back to them with time left on the clock. So the goal here for the Capitals is score a touchdown, but use this clock up and run it down so there's minimal time left on the clock.
And I ask that because, I mean, a 4-minute offense is what you need here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the goal. That's, the biggest thing, but you've got to protect your quarterback. And Warren right now with that ankle injury, it's dicey for him when pressure comes because he doesn't have that normal ability to get outside the pocket. Even though you're facing a huge deficit, I think you've got to run the ball with Brown and try to help out your quarterback.
Tyre Adams in there, the sophomore at center as well. And Warren, you can see his eyes in our live camera shot. He actually looked a little frustrated. You just see the expression on his face through the face mask. So 3rd down and 10 with 3.5 to go, and they do not need to have a 3 and out. Give the ball back to Millbrook. Gonna have to fling it, incomplete. And the defense putting the pressure on that group up front for the Wildcats. And they're gonna call grounding. Jay, he was outside the tackle box there.
Yeah, I mean, he was outside. I'm surprised we're getting a penalty here, and he's arguing the call.
He's doing what you teach every quarterback to do. Get outside the pocket. Nobody's open. Get rid of it. had Cooper Rutledge about to light him up. So that's an unfortunate break for Broughton, and they'll have to punt the football, 4th and 15. A very dangerous Jalen Donaldson set to return.
Now, if you're Broughton here, I'd try to angle it away, kick it out of bounds. You do not want to give Donaldson an opportunity to return it here, especially with all the momentum the Wildcats are playing with.
Joshi, high snap, gets it away. The side of his foot, they do angle it away. It takes a little bit of a fortunate caps roll, but it's going to be really good and really solid starting field position for Millbrook here, up 19.
The way they've been mixing the run and the pass with Donaldson, we've seen Grimes get involved in the offense. Fortune's been very accurate tonight, Patrick. I mean, this offense, I don't see any weaknesses.
We're just a little bit away from our myspot.nc.gov halftime report. This week's Riddle and Brantley Scholar athletes will have participating school interviews with the principals of Millbrook and Broughton, highlights, and a lot more. Don't wait to vaccinate. Find a COVID-19 vaccine location near you at myspot.nc.gov. Grimes, and he has a first down. Wesley Grimes, NC State really came on strong on the recruiting trail. Duke had some interest in him early. Louisville, Tennessee also got in, but he chose Wake Tuesday of this week. He'll be in Winston-Salem as a Demon Deacon. And I think they've called a personal foul against Broughton. So that's a little more insult to injury. The flag's going against the Capitals right now.
Back to Grimes, I think he's going to have an opportunity to play next year at Wake Forest. I don't think he's going to be redshirted. I think with his talent, he's going to get out on the field early on and have an opportunity to contribute.
Really worked during the first COVID break that delayed the season from 20 to spring 21 on getting more explosive out of the gates, getting a lot stronger. Fortune, plenty of time, clean pocket, throws it away.
Saw Grimes there kind of clap because he beat the defender. That would have been an easy touchdown. Again, he's got all the tools that you can't teach. I mean, the speed that he's worked so hard on. You look at his ball skills. Everything looks easy when he's running routes. He can run the deep route or the underneath routes in traffic. 185 pounds, but he's very physical.
They hammered Garner last week, 41 to 13, and he had 5 catches in that game. And nice run up the middle. Donaldson continues to feast. He'll pick up a Wake Tech first down, lead the way with Wake Tech. Speaking of Garner, we'll see the Trojans next week on Friday Night Rivals as they take on the Titans of South Garner. Certainly very pride-filled Garner program. They've got great athletes down there trying to put it together. We're in the CPI red zone, protecting the Southeast for more than 25 years. That one's going to go against Millbrook. Clarence Inscore's group has been explosive, far from perfect tonight, though. Receivers to either side here for the sophomore Fortune. Looks left, throws left. Wanted Grimes. Grimes wanted some contact or a flag to be thrown there. And again, good coverage by Malcolm Forbes.
Well, the offensive line, I mean, that was like perfect technique by all 5 guys. Their offensive line coach, Hunter Jenks, the head coach that's over at Millbrook now. He's leading this group from a coaching perspective. And these guys have given Fortune a lot of time to throw here tonight.
A lot of head coaching experience at Johnston County for Hunter Jenks. Donaldson. Well, and that just tells you, too, how serious Clarence Inscore takes his program. I mean, you get the best coaches you can get. They bring Hunter Jinks in, who had a great run at Clayton a few years ago.
He's an impressive guy. I mean, with his experience, leadership ability, got him manning the offensive line position. We talked to Chris Bunning as well on the defensive side. And a lot of quality coaches that really know how to use their personnel.
Fortune, easy throw, easy catch. Touchdown, Wesley Grimes for the Wildcats. And that for Wake Tech, lead the way at Wake Tech, and that's tough to see there. Forbes coming down holding his leg.
He's their best defender, and hopefully he'll be okay. It looked like he kind of slipped down there at the end. Grimes here, so one-on-one coverage on the outside. Again, that speed, he's kind of able to box out the defender, and we see here just the slip. Back of his leg. Looks like it may be a cramp.
Hope that's the case.
We've seen him recover a fumble and then almost have an interception. And Chris Dawson talked about him, what he's been able to do this season, leading the secondary. He's been a force on the outside, again, locking up the #1 receiver for every opponent they face.
Well, as they attend to him, let's go to Marilyn Payne with more on what's happening. The game inside the game. Marilyn?
I'm interested to see what they do after the 6 points right there when the last 2 point after tries were blocked. Clarence Inscore's message to the special teams unit was you can't take a play off. They're getting up inside, and I don't know where they're coming from, but you have to figure it out, and you have to prevent them. We're giving them points right there. That's 2 points we gave them with those blocked kicks. We cannot do it again, he told him after the last touchdown.
Well, we'll see how this plays out here. A lot of snaps defensively for Malcolm Forbes tonight.
There's Chris Dawson going out. See how his senior's doing. It's good to see him walk off the field, and hopefully he'll be able to come back in this game.
Coach Dawson played collegiately at Tulane. He's Broughton's all-time leader in passing yards and touchdown throws. So in order to get those 2 extra points back, they're going to try for 2 here, and they have done that this season. Donaldson on these 2-point tries is a favorite option. We'll go to him here. He fights, but will be stopped. Nice job in the open field there to bring him down. So Jay 0 for 3 now on point after tries. The last 3 for the Wildcats.
That's going to be a point of emphasis here at the halftime break, but especially in film study when they get back to work on Monday in practice. And Broughton, I've been impressed with how hard they're playing. Again, running the football, being relentless, hustling. This is a team that's really playing hard, and it's going to stand out in film. But they've just got to kind of work through some of these injuries, get guys back, and get through this tough part of the schedule.
There's the junior Daniel Clemens. Caps allowing just under 49 points per ball game on the year. And so far the Cats have 132 on them. Open door kickoff about to be uncorked here. Open door, the new way to sell your home. The toe greeting leather. That'll bring up a flag. All right, Jay, a minute 36. Capitals down here. Going to have some enhanced field position. Seems like that the Millbrook defense, ever since allowing that score, they've ratcheted things up.
Well, I think here, you've got a We're backs against the wall. Now it looks like we're going to have another kick here. But for Broughton, I think you've got to get rid of the ball quickly, get the ball out of Warren's hands, not allow the pass rush to come to his lap and kind of force him to run outside. You want to limit his running with his ankle injury. And I'd try to give the ball to McCallum Wright as much as possible. Again, he's got the size. He's the best wide receiver they have. And he's got the potential to take a quick pass and then do damage with his legs.
So this is Grayson Smalley, another try for him. From the 16. Returned by Wright. Takes it out across the 30-yard line. "90 seconds for Broughton here. 0-3 after a 2-5 spring. They lost to Millbrook in the finale, 48-21. Their coaching staff considered it a real success because the players, the staff, the school, the fans, they all got to be around each other. They expressed a great deal of gratitude in that spring season. It could have very easily been no football in the academic year 2021. Warren, he did get rid of it quickly, well ahead of his receiver. Wade Warren, I mentioned his dad played on the '83 National Championship team at NC State. All of his brothers are like 6'4", 6'5". He doesn't quite crack 6 foot officially. Hoping he'll reach a growth spurt, but I think we've seen him, as far as his game goes, growing here in front of our eyes tonight. He's kind of settled in. He's had some nice moments, but he also has had to avoid a very aggressive front.
Well, I think the thing you see is his toughness and his leadership ability. Playing through this injury with his ankle, he's been tough.
His coach says he's a super competitor. He'll take off here, throws across his body, overshot the receiver. So 3rd down upcoming. And Jay, just 13 seconds have elapsed off the clock.
Well, the concern now is if you don't pick this up, you're going to give the ball back to Millbrook with their timeouts. Plenty of time left. Again, Broughton, they've got to find a way to maintain these drives to not only help out their defense, but they got to start scoring some points, especially here as we close out to the half. They got to have something good to go into the halftime break.
Okay, they came in averaging -5 yards per game rushing. Through 3 games, that's their average for the season, negative yardage. Going to throw here, and it's well out of the reach of his intended receiver. He wanted Ford. It's been tough sledding for the slot receiver Ford tonight. And just 18 seconds have melted off the clock. Coach Inscore wanting his offense to get their hands back on the football. They'll get a chance here as it'll be a punt. Millbrook gets away from the football. And with 1:10, less than that remaining, they'll have 60 yards to go here. And let's see what the flag's about. Could it be roughing? It is going to be. So that bails Broughton out here as they'll get a 1st down.
Now can the Capitals take advantage of this? Millbrook, big lead right now, but they did have the turnover. A lot of penalties starting to add up. That's something Clarence Inscore, I know, will address with his team. But Chris Dawson now, here we'll see the penalty right in the leg. Good call. But now this offense is going to have another opportunity to maintain this drive and kind of have a second life here, get some points on the board. Warren being chased by Santiago.
Dumps it underneath. So got wrapped up. And the junior Lasso trying to impart a little knowledge there.
Look at number 8 here with the move inside to break free. This defense again just running over to the football. Very fast unit inside the ball for the Wildcats.
Johnson, also Nolan Hatley. 2 of the 3 there defensively. Broughton burns their penultimate timeout of the half. 56.2 to go. A couple familiar foes meeting here tonight for the 54th time. Millbrook leads the series 34-19. Caps have dropped 7 of 8 in this series.
For Chris Dawson being an alum of Broughton, doesn't it just mean more when you go to the school and you come back to coach? And he's one of the most impressive coaches we've talked to once we get to know these coaches during the week, getting prepared for the ball games. You really learn a lot about the person, but also his team. And he's so gracious with his time and really has a lot of pride in this program from his playing career, but what he's building.
It's been 10 years after his time at Tulane at Gilman School in Baltimore. They've turned out some guys that have played in the NFL. Quick throw, Warren out in the flats. And that's a tremendous grab. Nice job by Lasso to lasso it in. He's got a touchdown catch tonight.
See what you did there. We'll see Lasso, the out route. Wow. Look at that hand-eye coordination going down and getting it.
A fabulous grab. 3rd and 5. Tough opportunity. And now coming up limping a little bit is Ford. And I think he's got a cramp. Clock stops with 30 seconds remaining. And this injury timeout will give an opportunity for Chris Dawson to come up with something here. Well, we said Clarence Inscore had a little trepidation coming back home, if you will, for Coach Dawson. I think he really has enjoyed it. Wants everybody that plays for him to kind of have the same just Broughton experience that he had, not just as a football player, but as a student at Broughton. And so he talks a lot about that. We'll get into that a little more in the second half. But for Coach Dawson, he came back, a few years ago, Jay, they had their first playoff win in 15 years. And he told us this week, he said, I really maybe underestimated that senior class because that group was so good that year. And he kind of thought maybe that was the beginning of something. And it's been a little tough after that. So Wade Warren. We're going to go for it here on 4th down. Offset is Ryan. Basically, they have 5 receivers in the pattern. Students making some noise here. Warren throws. It'll be a first down and a really good grab underneath. There's a good catch by the freshman Brown.
You see the hands of Brown. Good out of the backfield. Getting yardage through his legs, but look at Warren again fighting here, rolling out of the pocket, and then triple coverage. He was able to make this catch.
Wake Tech first down, lead the way, and Wake Tech. We've got an injured Wildcat shaken up there, Santiago. Will come off. Boy, there's another just impressive looking athlete for this Millbrook football team.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Oh, he lost his shoe.
You need to tie it up there and get back out on the field for the last 22 seconds. But there's going to be a lot of colleges coming after him.
So Broughton burns their final timeout. Did you ever lose your shoe?
I triple knotted mine.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was pretty good with tying my shoes.
Well, it's a skill a lot of people I know learn kind of in kindergarten, Jay. So it's great to see that you really advanced that as you played collegiate.
Yeah, I got better at it throughout the years, but I mean, it's one of those things where somebody stepped on your foot. It kind of slid up a couple times, but I always kept it on my foot.
Jay Sonhalder, Patrick Johnson, Marilyn Payne down on the sideline. Sonny, the former ECU Pirate. Big one for ECU tomorrow against South Carolina.
That's going to be a tough one, especially after that Appalachian State. What's the response going to be for the Pirates? SEC team coming into town. How are they going to look after that performance last Thursday night against Appalachian State?
South Carolina now coached by Shane Beamer, the legendary coach. Frank Beamer, his father, of course, at Virginia Tech, a college football Hall of Famer. They're expecting 45,000 plus in Greenville tomorrow at noon. Jay, that first full weekend, high school, college, and pros, it's exciting. Here's a throw for the end zone, and it is knocked away. Good job defensively. Bowen knocking it away from Ford. Really an excellent play, JD. He played it like you teach it.
Yeah, look at this coverage. Looking up for the ball, and then that right arm, you saw him kind of hold onto the receiver Ford, but then going up with that left to knock it down. I mean, that is picture perfect. We talked about the schedules for the local teams. NC State going down to Mississippi State tomorrow.
Have some cowbells here tonight. Not quite what they'll have in Starkville tomorrow.
UNC, Georgia is playing Georgia State, Duke, A&T.
Yeah, they're playing tonight. Don't turn it there. We're just letting you know. We'll go against Broughton. Somewhere in there is a cowbell. I love the Americana theme.
Yeah, red, white, and blue, baby.
2nd and 15 after the penalty. Oh, that one, was it picked off? Late flag comes in. Could not hang on, Xavier Pugh. Pugh wanted the interception, didn't he? A tough first half for Warren. And that's going to be an interference penalty with 8.2 to go. That, Jay Sonhalder, will perhaps raise the dander of Chris Bunning, the defensive coordinator.
Just a little bit of a nudge on Ford, just enough to get the penalty. You know, that's been an issue in the first half for the Wildcats.
Well, I guess the debate would be, was that catchable? Might not have been, though, because of the interference.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the correct call. All right, 8 seconds left. You've got to maybe 2 plays here. You can go towards the sideline. Do not take a sack.
Caps out of timeouts, as you see at the bottom of your screen. Warren for the end zone in the air. That was almost picked off. The hometown clock there rolls it to zeros. They won in Manning Lasso.
Another flag.
It's going to be a hold against Broughton. It's declined, so that will conclude first half activities. Wildcats with an impressive first half, a 32-point outburst. Got it going through the air, a couple of touchdowns on the ground, and Marilyn Payne has coach in score.
Your team up 25, but I've heard you express frustrations at points. What has caused that?
Well, we're just playing sloppy. We're making some good plays, but we're not being consistent. We're stalling on drives. We got penalties. We just got to clean things up.
What exactly do you say to your team at halftime to make that happen in the second?
Well, exactly that. We're not playing our best football. Every time we come out, we want to play our best game. We want to get better every week, and I just don't think we're doing that right now.
We'll let you go. Convey the message to your guys. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Patrick.
Maryland, great job there. Clarence in score. His team with 32 on the board, but lots of areas they could clean up. They're leading Broughton in this one. Stay tuned. Maryland will have our halftime show on the other side.
What does CVS stand for?
Condoms, Viagra, and snacks.
Funny you should ask. Weeknights starting at 10 on MyRDC 28.
This is a show where every word counts.
Wild dog.
Weeknights at 11 on MyRDC 28.
1, 2, 3.
You got arrested?
Oh no.
Choked on that one.
The sound of justice. Hot Bench.
For 31 years, Apple Tree has been locally owned and operated with 5-star facilities and an expert staff dedicated to caring for children ages 0 to 12. We strictly follow CDC guidelines and keep facilities clean with Zono sanitation stations. Our parents look forward to receiving daily pictures and updates of their children, which we provide in real time. We offer part-time and full-time care, as well as virtual learning for school-aged children. Apple Tree has 4 Southeast Raleigh 5-star locations. Space is limited. Call today.
We develop quality citizens who keep our core, our country, and our communities side by side on the winning side. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Imagine being connected to and securing your entire home with a simple touch or command of your voice. Or detect an intruder before they get in. The technology connected to your home can do more than just alert you, because the most experienced team in smart security has got your back.
CPI Security. Identify yourself.
Get 40% off CPI's Essentials Plus Smart Security System and a Video Doorbell Pro free. CPI, the leader in smart home security.
Welcome back to Millbrook High School. You're watching the myspot.nc.gov halftime report. Millbrook leads Broughton 32-7 here at halftime. Now it's time for the Riddle and Brantley Scholar Athlete. We're excited to introduce you to 2 outstanding young men. Our Scholar Athletes, of course, are brought to you by Riddle and Brantley.
Riddle and Brantley is proud to present the Friday Night Rivals Riddle and Brantley Scholar Athlete of the Week. From Wake Young Men's Leadership Academy and the Broughton High School football team, the Riddle and Brantley Scholar Athlete of the Week is George Dale. George is an early college student, 2-year football team captain, 3-year starter, and carries a 4.48 GPA. George is an all-conference honorable mention, founder of a community gardening club, and active in autism inclusion efforts. From Millbrook High School, the Riddle and Brantley Scholar Athlete of the Week is Cyril Rhodes. Cyril is football team captain, state wrestling qualifier, letterman in both football and wrestling, and carries a 4.5 GPA. Cyril performs community service as an Eagle Scout, volunteers for food banks, and participates in cleanup efforts for greenways and highways.
Riddle and Brantley is proud to be a sponsor of the Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Congratulations to these All-Stars, and good luck on your eligibility for a $5,000 scholarship at the end of the season.
Riddle and Brantley. Injured in an accident? Call Riddle and Brantley when justice counts.
A huge thank you to Riddle and Brantley for helping us highlight these outstanding young men. Each week, all of our Scholar Athletes are eligible for a $5,000 scholarship from Riddle and Brantley at the end of the season. Injured in an accident, call Riddle and Brantley when justice counts. I'm thrilled right now to be joined by Broughton Principal Dr. Elena Ashburn. Thank you so much for coming over here to the enemy territory, if you will, to talk with us about everything that's happening at Broughton High School right now. What has it been like having students and teachers and all of your faculty and staff back in the high school in somewhat normal capacity at this point?
Yeah, it's been really joyful to have kids back. I was just talking with Miss King, the principal at Millbrook, and we were agreeing how wonderful the kids have been and how great it's been back to be in person with teachers and students, and we're enjoying a great start to the school year.
Now, as an educator, was there one moment for you when this school year began that you really looked around and were able to realize how impactful it is that things are operating the way they are right now?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the first day was really great to welcome everyone back, but I think that first lunch, because we haven't done lunch duty in so long with so many kids, and just to see how happy they were and to see them really just be teenagers, quite frankly, that was great.
Yeah, I can only imagine what that looked like and the energy that came from them all being able to socialize. Of course, the education first and foremost, but it's important for all of those pieces of young people's lives to be highlighted. We're excited to hear that from you. And again, thank you for your time with us here tonight on Friday Night Rivals. Broughton trailing Millbrook right now 32-7. Stay with us here on the myspot.nc.gov halftime report. We'll be right back after the break.
We all wear multiple hats. A different hat for every job. At Wake Tech, we have multiple hats too. From welding, to construction management, to baking, to public safety. Wake Tech can help you determine which hat fits you best. Visit Wake Tech online or in person and try one on for size. Wake Tech. Success starts here.
On the inside, a Honda SUV is comfortable, spacious, and peaceful. But on the outside, a Honda SUV is rugged, capable, and ready for any kind of adventure. Inside, outside. Now at your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
On the inside, a Honda SUV is comfortable and loaded with technology. But on the outside, a Honda SUV is rugged and built to take on any kind of road. Inside, outside. Find your adventure-ready Pilot or Passport now at your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
College is very expensive. When I found out I had the North Carolina Education Lottery Scholarship, I was overjoyed. I knew that this scholarship would help me to continue my dream of my education.
Better we can provide education for our future generations, better the future will be. We are so blessed to have this new school. The funds that we received from the North Carolina Education Lottery were a huge part of that.
A college education means pretty much everything to me. You know, I can do this.
The Rooms to Go Labor Day mattress sale is extended through Monday. Bring home the Tempur-Pedic mattress you've been dreaming of starting at $24 a month, interest-free for 88 months, plus 2 free Tempur-Adapt cloud pillows. And it gets better. Change the way you sleep forever with the comfort of a Tempur-Pedic Smart Base, now at Rooms to Go. That's a Tempur-Pedic mattress and 2 free Tempur-Adapt cloud pillows. Just $24 a month, interest-free for 88 months. The Rooms to Go Labor Day mattress sale is extended through Monday.
You're watching Friday Night Rivals here on MyRDC. This is the myspot.nc.gov halftime report. The home team of Millbrook Wildcats up big right now, 32-7 versus visiting Broughton. I'm thrilled to be joined right now by Millbrook principal, Miss Dana King. Thank you so much for talking to me tonight. I loved to see the way that you kicked off this football game here this evening on the 20th anniversary weekend of September 11th. Why was it so important for you all here at Millbrook to remember that tragic event, really, for our nation and this community the way that you did?
Well, the people who brought it, who said we've really got to do this, is my JROTC program. And they said, please let us do something. And I said, well, it doesn't need to be celebratory, but it needs to be respectful. And I was just so proud when I pulled up and all the cars and ambulances and fire trucks were here. And I went over and I thanked the men and women and for being here and for the job they've done and for how much they mean to our country and to me. So it really felt special. We also had a moment of silence school-wide this morning, and we had JRTC kids carrying the flag and saying the announcement about the 20th anniversary. But I think it's important that we never forget.
Well, I know that it's been visible and respectful here tonight, from American flag bows in your cheerleaders' hairs, your captains taking the American flags out to midfield, even for the coin toss. An important and respectful remembrance here. But there's another very big anniversary coming up for you at Millbrook. You've explained this community will be celebrating the next anniversary, which is next year. What's going on?
So Millbrook High School is the oldest school in the city of Raleigh. We will be 100 years old next year, and we expect to blow it up. Now, the community in Raleigh believes that Broughton High School is the oldest because of their Gothic architecture, and they are sort of the flagship school, as they call themselves. But we were opened in 1923, and they were opened in 1929. So again, we win.
There you have it. They win the anniversary, the oldest school in Raleigh. Millbrook here hosting us tonight on Friday Night Rivals. And so far, they've got the win to this point in this game. Again, leading 32-7 over visiting Broughton, who is not the oldest school in Raleigh, we're learning here. Stay with us on Friday Night Rivals. We'll be back with the second half. See if these Wildcats
Microban 24 doesn't just kill bacteria once then stop. It keeps killing bacteria for 24 hours. Just spray and let dry to form a shield that's proven to keep killing bacteria for 24 hours. Touch after touch. Microban 24.
I thought I was getting my floors clean, and then I learned my mop could be loaded with bacteria. So I got a Swiffer Wet Jet to get a cleaner clean. The spray breaks down dirt, and the pad absorbs it deep inside. Bye-bye.
Try Wet Jet with a money-back guarantee.
I know the car accident wasn't technically your fault.
But we,
as the insurance company,
deny this claim.
We might fix your car.
But medical bills?
Pain and suffering?
Lost wages?
You're asking for a lot.
Oh, you've got a lawyer.
This conversation is over.
Tell the insurance company you mean business. Call on the Hurt Line, the law offices of James Scott Farron, right now.
As someone who resembles someone else, I appreciate that Liberty Mutual knows everyone's unique. That's why they customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. I mean, just because you look like someone else doesn't mean you eat off the floor, or yell at the vacuum, or need flea medication. Oh yeah, that's the spot. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
And for the table. Enjoy.
Get it! Peanut butter! You can do it. Come on. These days, a lot of things seem to be getting smaller, so we're going bigger. Bigger Spin. New scratch-offs with even bigger prizes, like a chance at a live spin of the Bigger Spin wheel for $2 million. That's not just bigger, that's huge.
Patrick Johnson, Jay Sunhalter, the myspot.nc.gov halftime report. Let's look at some first half highlights.
Early on, it was Leacock getting into action. Mason Fortune got into a groove early on, and Millbrook on the first drive of the ball game easily drove down the field, set the tempo going. A couple of short, quick passes. And Leacock there using his speed to get to the outside, and then here was the touchdown to Grimes. A great throw by Fortune to the outside shoulder.
Coming back, Broughton finally, after a couple of empty drives, got things going.
Here, just over the middle, lasso on a post route, and then they started to gain some confidence, Patrick, but then the response from Millbrook was impressive. Jalen Donaldson got it going on the ground. He had a couple touchdowns in the first half. There was the counter. He plowed his way into the end zone.
Donaldson with the sweet spin, and then the 6. Fortune continues to be on the money as he dropped it into the breadbasket.
Yeah, Grimes hit this defense on the short routes, and they are going over the top. And here, the biggest thing that sticks out to me is the balance of Millbrook, rushing, passing over 200 yards. And then they just haven't gotten anything going on the ground, Patrick.
Those 2 sacks near the end of the half brought them down to 0 yards rushing. And that's where they are. They came in averaging -5 on the year through 3 games. It's been tough sledding trying to run the football for this Capitals team this year. We'll be back with more of our Friday night rivals right after this.
Modern Mechanical, your go-to people.
Train comfort specialists, professional consultants, trained technicians, residential replacement, commercial construction, and excellent customer support. Call Modern Mechanical because it's hard to stop a train, and because
we are your go-to people.
Call today or visit modernmechhvac.com.
We really are worried that this Delta variant is going to find everyone who's not protected.
The fact that this is more infectious, causing worse outcomes, and spreading like wildfire in the United States, I don't believe this is a wait-and-see period. It's a time to really roll those sleeves up and get those shots.
There are more people dying this week than there was last week. Our rates of hospitalizations are going up. The people that are losing their lives are the people that are unvaccinated.
Visit myspot.nc.gov today. A message from NCDHHS.
When you're hurt at work, how do you know if you're getting all the workers' compensation benefits you deserve.
I wanted to know what all my benefits and rights were.
That's why I called James Scott Farron.
They have the resources and the experience to help me.
They don't put up with delays or games. They fight hard to make sure you're getting everything you may deserve. If you've been hurt on the job, get the James Scott Farron Advantage. The call and case evaluation are free. Call on the Hurt Line right now.
My high school coach always used to say that's one hungry player. You guys at Quest knew that? Okay, but they got all the big Quest nutrition stuff in this size too. My best friend and I started eating Quest bars in middle school. Here's to you, Brock. They took me all through high school workouts, college ball, and now here I am, a rookie. Yeah, still hungry as ever. Hey, does anyone have a big knife?
Kirshner with time. Nice grab and catch. And he breaks the tackle down the near sideline. He will go. Evan Redding for the touchdown.
Secondary. And they look for the corner. Williams! Has he got it? Yes! Touchdown, Centerland!
In my opinion, there hasn't been that kind of dual threat quarterback in the Central State 8.
Lorenzo Williams, the quarterback, fumbles. Springfield High picks it up. Live ball. Touchdown, Springfield High.
Armistead trying to be the hero. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Just got inside the upright. Wow.
Brasso gets rid of it quickly. Ryan Blueball. Hook and lateral down the sideline. Carson Modrak is in for the touchdown.
Here it is from behind. And it was picked off by Eric Lewis. Closer look right there.
They got him in a long yardage situation.
Here's the second down play. Pass to Raw. Has some room. Only has one defender to beat. Gets by him to the 10, 5. Touchdown. Eaton Day taking the lead. Lines up in the quarterback position. Drops the ball. Back up the middle. Touchdown. Eaton Day take the lead.
Maybe the fumble to him just got messed up their timing.
Each week throughout the season, we will bring you our Friday Night Rivals broadcast. Great moments, as you saw there. My RDC will be showcasing outstanding Thursday night lights and Friday Night Rivals game highlights from across the country. And great job there to take a look at some of the action from this past week. Always fun to be out here. Gorgeous night. And it'll be Millbrook football here as they will receive. Johnson, Jay Sunhalter, Marilyn Payne with you. Joshie will get set to put the ball in play. It's the open door kickoff, the new way to sell your home, Open Door. Jay, what are you looking for out of the locker room from both sides?
Well, I think number one for Broughton, they've got to get off to a good start here in this half and create turnovers. In order to get back in this ball game, you're going to have to score touchdowns, not field goals, but get turnovers, get the ball back. Now for Millbrook, Coach Inscore told Maryland, clean up the penalties, be more consistent, and just play more of a clean half. You're doing a lot of great things, but you're seeking perfection, and that's what they need to do here in the second half.
More from Marilyn Payne. She has the Broughton story.
Now, Coach Chris Dawson told me that the completion percentage from his offense is what's killing him. He's proud of what Wade Warren's been able to do because of his toughness, but he's got to make those easy throws. That's the same thing that's made it difficult for him to pick a quarterback anyway to this point in the season as they battled out in that competition. As for the defense, he said, we dropped 2 interceptions, and we make both of those. This is a 10-point ball game instead of a 25-point ball game. So we have to go out there and make the plays that we did not make in the first half. He said he liked the completions or the conversions on 3 fourth-down tries on the scoring drive. He said, I'd rather us get beat by being aggressive than get beat by being conservative, and he did feel that that gave his team some confidence. He wants to see them build on that confidence in this second half.
Jay, they also dropped a pass where they got behind the defense for Millbrook.
Yeah, and that was going to be an easy touchdown, too. So a lot of things that they can look at in this first half and be like, gosh, if we would have done this, it could have been a different game. But now in the second half, you've got to convert those opportunities.
Fortune, Grimes in stride, 10-5, touchdown. Wesley Grimes and Millbrook. A Wake Tech touchdown, lead the way at Wake Tech.
On the open of the ball game, I talked about Grimes being one of the best wide receivers in the country, and here it is. The home run ball is the long speed, tracking it down. And again, I think he's going to have an opportunity to get on the field early at Wake Forest next season and really do some damage in the college game.
Kick is true. That has been an issue tonight. 32-point lead. The Wildcats over the Capitals in this rivalry matchup between two of the oldest schools in the capital city. Millbrook, Fortune connecting with Grimes for the third time tonight. So now, we'll see what Broughton has planned on offense. Jay, they just simply don't run the football. It's something that they just don't have in their DNA. I can't imagine here that you can't have in your game plan that, especially now that you've given up the first 7 of the half, that you've got to try to do some things to control the football and hang on to it, and running the football would be part of that. We'll await the open door kickoff here. Open door to the new way to sell your home. Caps collide from the 12. And that's going to be taken out. Coming up a little bit later on in the broadcast, we'll bring to you our Honda dealers of the Carolinas scoring drive of the game. See your Honda dealer of the Carolinas today. Jay, there's a few candidates tonight, Fortune to Grimes, aren't there?
Yeah, I mean, it may be a dual, dual drive because there's been a lot of good ones. This offense from Millbrook is rolling.
Wade Warren shake it up in the first half. The junior making his start tonight at quarterback will get sacked, an avalanche. Santiago. And he gets the sack, and Warren's slow to get up.
Santiago, number 8. Look at the pass rush. Again, you've got to block him up front. Just too easy. Big number 8, only a junior. Again, we talked about his recruitment. He's a guy that's really going to be on the radars of school as this season progresses.
You know, that's a tough thing and an overlooked thing. It was really tough for seniors in the spring. Juniors were able to get on campus over the summer. It's a big part of the recruitment. But even in the case of this year's senior class, with the way the portal is now and the free flow that is involved in that, it is tough for a lot of these guys to stand out. You really have to be on your game week in and week out.
Well, and also these coaches haven't been able to travel like they normally would be able to, so not being able to go to the schools, so there's just a lot of unknowns.
A banged up Broughton team, and that's tough to see Brown hobbling off. That looks like that may be another cramp, though. Third down, 18. Oh, it's in and out of the hands of Rimbert there. He almost had the interception. Warren uncorked 3 of them last week.
Well, Rimbert's been all over the field. We've seen him rushing the quarterback, but here in pass coverage, look at him just read the eyes and then jump in the passing lane. Really strong linebacking group for the Wildcats.
No, it really is. Rimbert, Hatley, Lido plays there, Santiago, but then we've seen Rutledge tonight. Bounce pass. Oh, big trouble for Joshi. And he will be tackled. A fumble, essentially, with the bad snap. Joshi tried to do what he could, and they're going to turn it over on downs. Not a lot he could do here.
Santiago and Rutledge both getting back here. Look at number 8, and then here's 34, Rutledge. Those two guys on the special teams unit doing the job, and all night on the defensive side as well. You know, when you look at this Millbrook team, where's the weakness? I don't see any. And this defense, as strong as they are, they've got an opportunity to go deep in the playoffs.
Non-con against Sanderson next week. Sanderson, and this is Fortune. Did he get in? No, dragged down at the 1. Sanderson at Heritage tonight trying to go to 2-0. Here's another look at it. So they'll have Sanderson here next week. The open week on the 24th, and then Millbrook's October is really tough. At Heritage to open conference play. Against Roseville on the 8th. They'll get Wakefield and Knightdale, and then we'll host Wake Forest to wrap things up. 2nd and goal. Oh, nice tackle shooting the gap. That's Clemens making the hit.
And this is the effort we've seen all night long for this Capital defense. They've been giving up some big plays, but they're continuing to play hard. You see up in the trenches. Just look at the leverage on this next play. See who gets lower, and Broughton, again, continuing to fight.
That's also a sign of fatigue, too, isn't it, Jay? So it's a 32-point game. Northern Atlantic is where Millbrook resides now with all those teams we just mentioned. Here's the throw, and for the 4th time tonight, Fortune to Grimes. A Wake Tech touchdown, lead the way at Wake Tech.
It just makes it look so easy in the red zone. He's unstoppable. Whether you bring a safety over and double team him, with that length, again, you can just throw it to the outside. We'll see this throw by Fortune. Again, eluding the pass rush. Quick hitter. And the coverage can't get over in time.
They've shored things up on the kicking operation. That one creeps through the upright. 8.5 to go. 2 possessions, 2 scores for Millbrook. Grimes on both catches for 6.
You know, when I was a teenager, I loved my chocolate milkshakes. Now, for years, my shakes have been Atkins shakes. They're ridiculously good, and when you're living Atkins, they help burn fat. Thought you might like that part.
Jacob, the type of child that was not outspoken at all. Before in CPK, he was shut down. His teacher helped him a lot. Now he's raising his hand, answering questions.
When people think about schools, they tend to think about just the teachers. We have so many people behind the scenes to make the school safe, to make our students happy and healthy. I'm happy that the North Carolina Education Lottery funds help pay for our support staff.
My child can go to an awesome program for free, and that's a big relief.
Introducing our new nuggets. This time we come in peace. 8-piece. Juicy, crispy, and delicious. Try our new nuggets today for just $3.99 or get it delivered.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Millbrook opening up things here in the second half. Patrick Johnson, Jason Alder, Marilyn Payne. Coach Christopher Davis joining us here in our broadcast booth. State champion coach for the Millbrook Wildcats. Coach, is Grimes going to play some hoops? Can we get him out there with you?
Man, I begged him. I wish. I told him a couple times. I said, listen, I don't even care if you don't know the game. Great athlete as you are, we'll love to have you. Sadly enough, he played baseball of all things. I definitely try to get him for sure.
We'll have more with Coach here in a minute. First, our open door kickoff. Open Door, the new way to sell your home. From the 12-yard line, return by Wright, takes it to the middle of the field, and that's where Broughton will set up shop here. So 3-0 are the Wildcats in football. They have big plans in the postseason. Let's talk about Jalen Donaldson, Coach. You know, I mean, certainly I thought could have been the MVP of your state championship run in a lot of ways. And he's certainly fabulous here tonight, a couple of scores in football.
He's just a perfect glue guy, man. I mean, the kid he's just a winner. He's a great leader. He does an awesome job of just talking and just being active for his, for both teams. And I love him. I love that kid. I mean, he's an amazing, amazing young man.
And, Coach, you look at last season, he was the sixth man on the team. What's his role going to look like this year?
Definitely not a six man anymore. We've lost a few guys, and his leadership this summer was huge. And, I know football's hoping to make a great run, which we want that for them. But when we get him back out there, he will join the mix quickly and will do great for us. I mean, he does great things.
Big play for Broughton there as they take it down the sideline with Ford. It's going to be a first down for Hall Insurance, providing quality insurance products to our senior community. What a move.
This was the explosiveness this offense has been looking for, especially with Ford back from injury. And there you see it, the speed down the sideline.
Yeah, first opportunity for him here tonight. And Broughton has gone to their third string quarterback here tonight. There's a big hole on first down. It's going to be a nifty run there. And it'll be a first down for Hall Insurance Group. Nice run there for Broughton by Philip Knight. Quarterbacking now, Gabriel Weinberg, the 6'3", 171-pound junior.
And, Coach, I was just wondering, after you win the state championship, when do you stop celebrating? Like, I mean, that's such a huge victory for this program. When do you stop? When do you get into this season mode?
I think they need to ask somebody else because I haven't stopped celebrating yet. So, even like right now, we're doing 5:30 a.m. workouts 2 or 3 times a week, which has been awesome. And actually, our girls players have been coming as well, which has been great to be out there together. And a couple of days, we've not even gone inside. It's just been all outside working, and the kids are showing up and they want to get better. So it's a process, and we love it. We love being say that we're defending state champs, and we're looking forward to everything that comes with it for sure.
Beat Audrey Kell. What a game that was, by the way. That was just, I didn't have the chance to do that one at that championship side. I did a couple of them with Jay on the telecast. First, this 2nd and 5 plays, they dump it off. And it'll be a first down. Look at Broughton working their way down near the 10. Coach, that was a great game. You know the ticker's pretty good because that one was a high-stress type of moment.
It's weird, man. I was so calm in it, and even
I remember that. Yeah, I remember the interview.
About down and looked like it was all over. I literally said to myself, hey, I guess I get to say in the press conference, what could have been, but the kids were so resilient, and they just worked on all year, and they were not going to let us leave there without the championship. And by the way, I mean, Jay's call was so amazing. Like, I go back and listen to that game and listen so many times, and I just forget the video. I just listen to him,
Yeah.
It's that voice of an angel, isn't it, Coach?
Similar, some people have like a noise machine at night. I have a loop of Sonny that I play on a computer. It's just all his great calls.
You are too kind.
That incomplete is Broughton operating in the CPI red zone. Jay kind of talked to you about the celebration, but what did the championship just mean to you? I mean, you're so ingrained in basketball in the Triangle and Raleigh community.
It meant so much. I tell you, you never know it until it actually happens. But just to go through that whole thing and be able to do it for us and for the community and for the 98 years that Millbrook has been opened, and for all the kids that have come through. We've had some excellent players come through here, and for us to finally get it done, the feeling is so surreal that I probably go on extra as far as how I've celebrated it, but it may not ever happen again, so you got to take it when you can.
No, absolutely. Gabriel Weinberg here on third down, and we have a penalty marker. Quick preview for the season ahead. I know you're working out now, as you stated, but how's it looking for the Wildcats in the upcoming year?
Really good. I mean, right now we've got both Jalen's, Bowen, and Donaldson playing football right now. I'm very proud of those guys. But for the most part, most of the guys that we have an opportunity to come back are just doing a really good job, in the classroom first, but definitely coming out to workouts and being supportive and working. So we got a lot of guys returning that really, have that championship pedigree, and we had a really, really good JV team last year, and we're just looking forward to keeping it going.
Yeah. Let's see what Broughton does here Sunday on 4th down as we're visiting with Christopher Davis. It's going to be 4th down and short, maybe 4th and 4 here. Pretty good drive, though, by Broughton.
Yeah, they've looked good here. And Coach, quick comment, both Jalen's playing football. They don't have to go to the 5:30 workout, so that's
No, sir, they don't. No, they get a pass.
Going for the end zone, speaking of pass. Oh, in and out of the hands of the intended target right. And the Millbrook defense bowing their neck. When you said 5:30, we had Pinecrest last week. They practice 5 in the morning, don't they, Jay?
Yeah,
6 in the morning.
They're a morning team.
Jay would never have made any of those practices. I'm just going to tell you now.
I disagree.
I would have done it for you.
Jay loves the game enough that he would have done it. I think he
might have stayed up all night. I think that's what he would have had to have done.
Now, his teachers may have been waking him up in class, but he would have done it. And that's our number one rule. You got to stay awake. If you go to sleep, if I get any calls from any teachers, it's not going to be good.
You can take a nap during lunch. That's the best time. You can do it then.
There you go.
All right, Millbrook now on the attack. They'll go with the jet sweep. Nathan Leacock. I want to just ask you one more thing here. You mentioned both Jalen's play. Kids now just want to specialize in one thing. How important do you think it is for the whole high school experience to have kids play multiple sports?
I think it's special. I think, that's why we have a freshman team, to give the kids the opportunity they first get here to experience a little bit of everything. And I think it's amazing. You're only going to be this age one time. So why not have the opportunity to play everything you can, be in any play, do anything you can do here at school, and then when you're not able to play anymore, you can look back and say, man, when I was. So I feel like in high school, don't ever lose that childhood innocence of playing the games you love. So we all played everything we could when we were little, so why not still have an opportunity at this level?
After the penalty, 1st and 12. Fortune. Here's Grimes. Grimes down the sideline. Look at Grimes go. Off to the races. Nobody's going to catch him. 5th touchdown tonight. Pump of the fist. Shake of the head. Scoring. Touchdown, Millbrook. A Wake Tech touchdown. Lead the way at Wake Tech. Jay, an extra gear.
And I think Coach is going to have to talk to him again on the basketball court after that play.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'll
a
talk
flag.
to him as well, Coach.
Well, that would have made it 52-7, but hold everything. A lot of discussion over this penalty marker.
Anticipation.
Oh, they wave it off. The score will count. Grimes to the house.
Oh, look at this speed. I mean, this is just a little flip to the outside, stiff arm, turn on the jets. And this is what makes him different. This is why he's going to be a star at the college level, because he's got the things you can't teach.
Got a lot of fire, too, doesn't he?
And look at that. I mean, look at the intensity. They're winning big right now, and you can see how much this matters to them.
We don't have a 1 jersey, but I think we can find one. I think we can find a 1, or I can order one.
Grimes will hold here. Placement kick, and that makes it 53-7. Coach Christopher Davis, state championship coach for Millbrook. Great to see you. Thanks for stopping by here. Good luck to you guys. We hope to see you this season.
Well, thank you, and I hope you guys come out. And again, thank you guys for doing this for everybody. I really appreciate it.
All Wildcats, Coach, here in the 3rd.
On the inside, a Honda SUV is comfortable, spacious, and peaceful. But on the outside, a Honda SUV is rugged, capable, and ready for any kind of adventure. Inside, outside. Now at your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
On the inside, a Honda SUV is comfortable and loaded with technology. But on the outside, a Honda SUV is rugged and built to take on any kind of road. Inside, outside. Find your adventure-ready Pilot or Passport now at your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
The Rooms to Go Labor Day mattress sale has been extended. Now through Monday, get a king-size mattress for the price of a queen mattress, starting at just $777. In your choice of 3 great brands, Sealy, Serta, and Therapeutic. And check out all of our other great mattress buys throughout the store, like these special purchase Beauty Rest Legend mattress closeouts. You save over $1,000. But hurry, the Rooms to Go Labor Day mattress sale is extended through Monday. Don't miss it.
A little bit later on, we'll be selecting the West Shore Home Player of the Game. West Shore Home, convert your old bathtub into a modern and spacious walk-in shower in just one day. Who might it be, Jay? There's a couple of great candidates there. Fortune, Grimes, hooked up 5 times tonight.
You can't go wrong with either one. Maybe you pick both, but Grimes, what he's been able to do with explosive plays has been impressive.
Open Door Kickoff, the new way to sell your home, Open Door. Great to see Coach Davis, Broughton. Another opportunity for Wright, and a solid return out to the 30-yard line to Marilyn Payne.
I don't know if the sideline gets a vote about who our player of the game gets to be, but I think they're going to give it to Wesley Grimes if they have one. I had a couple members of support staff just walk up to me during the point after kick and say, hey, why aren't you talking about him at this exact moment? And I said, they're talking about him in the booth. But just how outstanding Wesley Grimes is for this Millbrook team tonight is what they're talking about down here, as you can only imagine.
Jay, that eye in the sky and that screen on the sidelines has become really in vogue here, and I think Grimes just wanted to see how he turned on the Jets again.
Is he watching him or is he watching us? He's watching the game highlight there.
Tough night for Broughton. They've gone to Weinberg, the backup, to Wade Warren. And they've gone to one of their reserve running backs. And that is Philip Knight, the senior. Jay, I have to imagine Ali Kuhn might have also been hurt, because we were expecting to see him tonight in tandem with Brown. Brown has left the game. We've not seen Ali Kuhn, who wears number 25. Instead, it's been the youngster Knight, who really wasn't on any of our too deep or substitution charts coming into the week. There's a throw, nice delivery from Weinberg. And another reception for Lasso. Jay, I'm not saying that they're bringing the heat like they were early against Warren, but Weinberg's made a couple of nice throws, and that one resulted in another Hall Insurance first down, providing quality insurance products to our senior community.
Yeah, he's looked good in the pocket, coming in with confidence. He's looked comfortable in the pocket, thrown some strikes. Lasso, I mean, his route running with his size, I mean, he's a weapon on the outside.
In the running clock territory here, with Knight toting the football ahead. And another Hall Insurance Group first down. Knight on 1st and 10 near the Millbrook 45. So Warren's shaken up. Brown went off. And Jay, this offense has grounded it out more tonight than they have at any point during the season. Their defense has had to do it here tonight as well. They've had to play a lot of snaps this season on that side of the ball. 2nd and 7. Weinberg hurling it towards the sky, and it's going to be incomplete. Lasso was defended step by step there.
Well, and Patrick, let's go back to the schedule for Broughton. You know, you have the Green Hope game week 1. That, you know, it's a game very close. They thought they could have won that, and then you look at play New Bern. You got Heritage and Millbrook. 3 teams with New Bern, one of the top teams in the East. Heritage, they're going to be a power in the playoffs. Millbrook, long playoff run. I mean, this has been rough. And then you also, you know, look at what's coming up.
They wrap up the non-conference portion of their schedule next week against Roseville on the road.
Yeah, and I mean, that's, Roseville coming into the season, the #1 team in the East, ranked, and then one of the top teams in the state. They were in the state championship last year. So this has been a rough schedule here, but things will get easier. And if you kind of get through this, get guys back, maintain your confidence, it's going to get easier. But Broughton, they've shown a lot of good things tonight. They've got some talent, and they've got players that are getting better. It's just, with these injuries in the schedule, it's been a rough go.
After Roseville, an off week, and then Leesville Road to open Cap 6 play. Yeah, that's tough. It's a tough stretch, and Coach Dawson well aware of that. Weinberg had come in and played just mop-up duty in the earlier contests. Too high on that. It's going to be intercepted at the 20. Taking off, and a big return out across midfield. That's Lonnie Millhouse, the senior. So Lonnie Millhouse, he comes up injured here after the play. Off the hands of the receiver. Millhouse playing behind him. Got it off the deflection. And he's holding that left leg. Like Millhouse's leg, unfortunately, gave way under him. So that play will end the third quarter. So they'll attend to him, and we will have fourth quarter play-by-play action as they bring Millhouse to his feet. Big quarter for Millbrook. 19 on the board. And they lead big here at home.
What does CVS stand for?
Condoms, Viagra, and snacks.
Funny you should ask.
Weeknights starting at 10 on MyRDC 28.
This is a show where every word counts.
Wild dog.
Weeknights at 11 on MyRDC 28.
And for the table. Enjoy.
Get it! Peanut butter! You can do it. Come on. These days, a lot of things seem to be getting smaller, so we're going bigger. Bigger Spin. New scratch-offs with even bigger prizes, like a chance at a live spin of the Bigger Spin wheel for $2 million. That's not just bigger, that's huge.
We all wear multiple hats, a different hat for every job. At Wake Tech, we have multiple hats too, from welding to construction management to baking to public safety. Wake Tech can help you determine which hat fits you best. Visit Wake Tech online or in person and try one on for size. Wake Tech. Success starts here.
Imagine being connected to and securing your entire home with a simple touch or command of your voice. Or detect an intruder before they get in. The technology connected to your home can do more than just alert you, because the most experienced team in smart security has got your back.
CPI Security. Identify yourself.
Get 40% off CPI's Essentials Plus Smart Security System and a Video Doorbell Pro free. CPI, the leader in smart home security.
Tonight's game is powered by United Rentals, building futures together. Festive evening here at Wildcat Stadium. Millhouse able to come off the field there during the break. And we're in running clock time, as we mentioned. This is Nick Hudson. And Nick Hudson will tote it ahead. Senior playing here tonight. 41 yards rushing coming in. Here comes a call on the play, and it's going to be a hold. So, Jay, we've chronicled tonight the tough slates that both these teams have ahead, but well, I'll tell you what, that Northern Atlantic Conference, Heritage, Rollsville, Wake Forest, Wakefield, you have Nightdale, and Millbrook, as Whit McClendon, the senior, now in at quarterback. McClendon gives it to Hudson. And after the first and 23, it'll bring up second down and long after the short game. But Millbrook's a very good team. And any of those teams that we mentioned primarily, speaking of Heritage, Millbrook, Rollsville, Wake Forest, I mean, any of those four teams, not necessarily going to be left out, but I mean, somebody could be going on the road in the first round playing a top-notch opponent because they're not subdividing the playoffs.
There's no easy outs once you get into league play. And I don't think I'm going out on a limb here and saying that's the best conference in the East. Now, Charlotte has some really talented teams and great leagues down there. But as far as Raleigh East, that by far is the toughest.
Well, there was a lot of thought that the Big East kind of revived with Havelock and Rose, South Central, New Bern, Conley, but that's a split 3A, 4A, and you only have a couple of, I mean, New Bern's 4A, but really the only 4A conference competition they're going to play is Conley, and they're struggling this year. There's a throw, catch is made along the sideline by Ty Broughton. So Broughton made a catch against Broughton.
There you go. And the other thing, Patrick, is not only are the teams really good in Northern Athletic, but the rivalries. I mean, Wakefield, Wake Forest, Rollsville, Wake Forest. I mean, Millbrook is rival with everybody there. So, I mean, these are really good teams, but these matchups mean a lot to the fan bases.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll take a timeout, fourth quarter. All Wildcats. It's our Honda Dealers of the Carolinas Friday Night Rivals, presented by Talk It Out NC.
On the inside, a Honda SUV is comfortable, spacious, and peaceful. But on the outside, a Honda SUV is rugged, capable, and ready for any kind of adventure. Inside, outside. Now at your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
On the inside, a Honda SUV is comfortable and loaded with technology. But on the outside, a Honda SUV is rugged and built to take on any kind of road. Inside, outside. Find your adventure-ready Pilot or Passport now at your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
The Rooms to Go Labor Day mattress sale is extended through Monday. Bring home the Tempur-Pedic mattress you've been dreaming of, starting at $24 a month, interest-free for 88 months, plus 2 free Tempur-Adapt cloud pillows. And it gets better. Change the way you sleep forever with the comfort of a Tempur-Pedic Smart Base, now at Rooms to Go. That's a Tempur-Pedic mattress and 2 free Tempur-Adapt cloud pillows. Just $24 a month, interest-free for 88 months. The Rooms to Go Labor Day mattress sale is extended through Monday.
Going to be fourth down and long, 9:46 to go here. The clock, once it's blown back in after our timeout, it'll be on running clock. They're going to punt the football. Grimes with the 5 touchdowns tonight, getting ready to boot it away. Oh, it's blocked. They block 2-point afters, and they block a punt here. Well, I tell you, that is some great hustle.
Right up the middle. Good job. Again, special teams has been an issue for Millbrook tonight, but the Capitals, they've got to be proud, the coaching staff, of these players continuing to play hard. And that was Bishop Branch going through there, making the special teams play. And look at that effort, Patrick.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Well, that's really all that was, Jay. That was just straight up effort.
Effort and trying.
Yeah. Pretty impressive stuff. Here's Weinberg back out there. We've crept inside of 9 minutes. Oh, bad snap again. Knight able to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. When you talk about effort, you talk about the job that the alum Chris Dawson has done in his 6th season. We've got more on that now with Maryland.
Yeah, when Chris Dawson came back to his alma mater, he had never experienced a losing football culture as a coach coming down from Gilman in Maryland near the Baltimore area. He said that he really anticipated it would be a lot easier to see success in Broughton, and when they got some in 2018 with a playoff win, he didn't anticipate the drop-off to be quite what it was. A 2-5 spring 2021 season was really a low point on the field for him in this program, but he found a lot of confidence in and inspiration in the way that his team rallied around one another and really developed its community and its belief in the big picture, not necessarily just one spring season. So they developed the outwork, out-execute, out-compete mantra that they're using this fall and expect to carry even further forward. There are 4 bullet points under each: outwork, out-execute, and out-compete that identify what exactly that mantra means. And he said at halftime that he felt really good about the level of competition that these Capitals have put out there on the field here tonight. You know, really acknowledging the fact that his Broughton program is depleted from injury, that they've got star players, including a quarterback who started most of these games not playing tonight. He's really done a nice job of connecting with these guys who found belief in themselves through a tough COVID season in the spring, and in that he seems very confident that they will be able to continue to move forward despite these losses. It's been an interesting thing to witness and to hear from him, but even at halftime you can hear that he means what he says when he talks to us over the course of the week.
Now, he's one of the good guys. Dave Brunner, as we mentioned, his offensive coordinator. He's also his father-in-law, so I bet that makes for some interesting Sunday dinner discussions. But you know, Jay, Coach Brunner had some success in the first part of the century, a couple 11-win seasons back-to-back. They did have the playoff win the first time in 15 years a few years ago. So he's laying the foundation, but just outclassed here tonight by a very good Millbrook team, as this one's looped in the air. Nice delivery from Gabriel, and they'll get on the board. What a grab after that one was looped up for Liam Harney. And the junior, all 5'10", 135 of them, with a Wake Tech touchdown, lead the way at Wake Tech.
This is a beautiful throw up over the top of the defense, and then Harney here, you know, you can see how much this matters. There's the catch, and then the emotion here getting in the end zone.
Still a rivalry game, Jay.
And again, I think about what are the coaches and players going to watch in film study. I mean, there's so many teaching opportunities, and I think the thing they're going to see is, hey, there's some mistakes we've made, some things we need to get a lot better at, but there's some good things. But the biggest thing is in the second half, when this game was kind of away from us, here's the guys that are playing hard. Here's who's still executing and playing at a high level.
They'll try a kick here. And we have a sideline warning that's been issued. And apparently went against Millbrook. Extra point. Count it. We'll take a timeout and come back with more. It's our Honda dealers of the Carolinas Friday Night Rivals, presented by Talk It Out NC.
And for the table. Enjoy.
Get it, Butters. You can do it. Come on. These days, a lot of things seem to be getting smaller, so we're going bigger. Bigger Spin. New scratch-offs with even bigger prizes, like a chance at a live spin of the Bigger Spin wheel for $2 million. That's not just bigger, that's huge.
We all wear multiple hats. A different hat for every job. At Wake Tech, we have multiple hats too. From welding, to construction management, to baking, to public safety. Wake Tech can help you determine which hat fits you best. Visit Wake Tech online or in person and try one on for size. Wake Tech. Success starts here.
About to have our open door kickoff here. The new way to sell your home, Open Door. On the dealers of the Carolinas Friday Night Rivals, presented by Talk It Out NC. Patrick Johnson, Jay Sonny Sunholder, and Marilyn Payne. All Millbrook here as they look to move to 4-0. Broughton, 625 away from the 0-4 start. They're off to their worst beginning to a season since they started 2015 0-9. They kicked it ugly. Millbrook downed it. Well, it's time now to name our West Shore home player of the game. Pretty easy choice, Jason Alder.
Yep, the touchdown maker. Wesley Grimes started off in the first quarter and then over the top second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. He's been so productive. You see the talent. It's easy to see why. One of the best wide receivers in the country.
This one right here, 90 yards to the house. Fired up and ready to go, the future Demon Deacon. The five-time touchdown scorer tonight. West Shore Home, convert your old bathtub into a modern and spacious walk-in shower in just one day. Let's see what the penalty marker's about. Should be first down here. I believe a substitution infraction. Well, despite the big win, you're thrilled if you're Clarence Inscore because you got a big victory, but you have a lot of things on that aforementioned film that'll get their attention, right?
Got some coaching points. You always want to have a little bit of something to address, especially in a big win.
Well, his second-level guys have executed with some passion and determination tonight. Nick Hudson. Nick Forrest taking on Norfolk State tomorrow, and then a week from Saturday on the 11th, Florida State comes a call.
Well, Dave Clausen may not need Wesley against Norfolk State, but he may want him here against Florida State. He may see if he can go over to Winston-Salem and suit him up.
Santos Spago emphatic in his disapproval of the ball.
This offensive line for Millbrook has been really good tonight too, Patrick.
They're solid up front. Clendon in relief duty. And tackle made. Wrapped up. Making the stop there. 43. Joey Mendez. Now it's a tough go here for Broughton tonight, and we have talked about it here in the last few minutes. They still are playing hard out there. Hudson, nice move. Hudson, first down. Hudson into Broughton territory. Dragged down finally at the 38-yard line. Bennett Dunn on the stop.
This is a nice run by the senior. Out to the outside, and again, the depth in the backfield. Donaldson, Hudson, 1-2 punch.
Well, we were told we were going to see Pugh run the ball some tonight. Yeah. We really haven't, but he's capable. He had 91 yards coming in, including 53 in an earlier matchup against Apex Friendship. Millbrook 31st in the Simmons rankings in 4A this year. They were 14th in the 4A East, according to Max Preps. Pugh, or rather Hudson, changed of direction.
Well, I think they're better than that.
Yeah, I would agree, but the conference is so tough.
Yeah, well, I mean, once they get into conference play, that's where things will kind of separate a little bit. But again, I mean, this is a team, when you look forward to November, they've got the potential to make a long playoff.
Well, the running game, I think more than that, you have the explosive capability with Grimes, and he's going to continue to be really good. Fortune's going to continue to only get better. But being able to have Donaldson run the football for you is key.
And then Leacock, too, we saw his speed need tonight, the depth of the wide receiver position, the offensive line, size, and plus the defense. So, again, what are the weaknesses? You look at special teams, there's been some errors tonight, and then the penalties. But if you clean that up, this is a complete ball club.
Hudson, a collision with Rivers set with there, and now it'll be 3rd down and 1. We're near 90 seconds to go. Well, you got to execute better than this, as you know, Jay. I mean, tonight they were able to get away with these mistakes, but they've got to shore up some things, undoubtedly.
Once you face those conference rivals, you never know when the game's going to turn. It could be any play, special teams, offense, defense, but you've got to clean up all areas.
Well, let's take a look at our Honda Dealers of the Carolinas scoring drive of the game. Honda Dealers of the Carolinas presenting this to you. Wesley Grimes, what a catch and run this was. 90 yards for the Honda Dealers of the Carolinas. Drive of the game. 1 play, 6 points. That was number 5 tonight for Grimes. As Fortune will leave this game with 14 touchdown passes. Look at Hudson. He wants the end zone. Might be the final play there on 4th and 1, but Nick Hudson showing some skills. That's a Wake Tech first down. Lead the way at Wake Tech.
Look at this run up the middle. I mean, this offensive line, some of the reserves in the ballgame, still getting the push. And then a couple guys missed, finished with power. This offense wants one more snap.
Blake Mobley, a good job to clear a path for him there. 66. CPI red zone is where they will wind the game up, protecting the Southeast for more than 25 years. Victory 149 for Clarence Inscore. Maryland will have more with him in the presentation of our trophy for Friday Night Rivals coming up. So stay tuned for that as Millbrook rolls here tonight. They cream the Capitals 53-14.
They came out from the beginning dominant on the offensive end. You saw their defense and the team speed overall really take over. They forced a couple turnovers, some things they can clean up, but this is a ball club that I really like what I see out of both sides of the ball.
We'll wrap things up after this.
The biggest comedy stars.
Cheating can actually improve your relationship.
Improve your relationship with my foot.
Wall-to-wall laughs.
A 48-year-old owns at least 2,000 Barbie dolls, which take up 4 rooms.
It doesn't matter. Nobody's coming over.
It's the comedy game show.
Hooters is releasing its own line of alcohol.
Yeah, they come in big cans.
Funny you should ask.
On the inside, a Honda SUV is comfortable, spacious, and peaceful. But on the outside, a Honda SUV is rugged, capable, and ready for any kind of adventure. Inside, outside. Now at your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
On the inside, a Honda SUV is comfortable and loaded with technology. But on the outside, a Honda SUV is rugged and built to take on any kind of road. Inside, outside. Find your adventure-ready Pilot or Passport now at your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
Modern Mechanical, your go-to people.
Trained comfort specialists, professional consultants, trained technicians, residential replacement, commercial construction, and excellent customer support. Call Modern Mechanical because it's hard to stop a train and because
We are your go-to people.
Call today or visit modernmechhvac.com.
For homicide detectives, the first 48 hours is everything.
We're investigating murder.
Once that line is breached without a lead,
Who pulled the trigger?
the odds of solving a case are cut in half.
911, what is your emergency? I just saw someone get shot.
Try to make some sense out of this. The victim's handgun. I've been awake 36 hours, and it's absolutely worth it to bring this case to a close.
Weekdays at 10.
Millbrook moves to 4-0. Maryland Payne with a bunch of wild-out Wildcats down there. Maryland.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make it out of this one alive. Coach, I'm going to give you this trophy to give to your athletes to celebrate this big win over Broughton. Congratulations, Millbrook. A big this team now 4-0. Undefeated, 4 straight wins. Now, you told your team and you told me at the half that this group still hasn't played their best game yet. What did you see in the second half that would indicate they are on the way to doing that?
Well, I thought we came out and were able to answer the bell a little bit and stop making so many mistakes, and we were able to put a good football team away. But, we've got to clean things up. We've got to have that from the beginning. We got to play our best football next week.
I don't know if you know this, but Wesley Grimes committed to a university this week, and he scored 5 touchdowns tonight for you. What talent does he bring you, and how good is he when this team is really clicking?
Well, obviously he's a great talent, and we got a lot of great players around him. Which if they want to lock him down, we've got other weapons as well, and we've got a good offensive line that sets all that up, and we couldn't do anything without those guys up front setting the way and blocking, and defense played well. So yeah, we got to just keep it rolling and got to find a way to make sure we're playing a perfect game sometime soon.
They blocked their way into a running clock tonight. Your defense did a pretty decent job of keeping Broughton out of the end zone all but twice. Defensively, what does your unit bring to the field?
Well, they fly around. We attack the football. We fly around sometimes a little bit too much and make a few mistakes here and there with some, just bonehead plays. But that's part of growing. And our defense is growing up in front of us and is doing a good job.
Well, we're glad to have been able to show that growth here tonight on Friday Night Rivals. Thanks so much for taking the time to talk with us. Congratulations, Millbrook, on the victory. Now 4-0 again. Patrick, back to you in the booth.
A season high in points tonight for the Wildcats, who remain undefeated. Great job, Maryland, down there. Millbrook 4-0, Broughton. The Capitals now 0-4. Well, all of us would like to take a moment to thank the wonderful folks at Honda Dealers of the Carolinas. Talk It Out NC, the NCDHHS, and Riddle and Brantley make these games possible for you viewers at home. We'd also like to thank our other great supporters for their contributions to our Friday Night Rivals telecast. Wake Tech, Hall Insurance, CPI Security, West Shore Homes, United States Marines, Open Door, and United Rental. And we'd especially like to thank tonight's participating high schools and their administrators for their support. Broughton High School and our host, Millbrook High School. Tune in next Friday when the Garner Trojans take on the South Garner Titans. For Jay Sonhalder, Marilyn Payne, and our entire excellent crew, I'm Patrick Johnson. Thanks for watching Honda Dealers of the Carolinas Friday Night Rivals, presented by Talk It Out NC.